fight is part of an ancient tradition. Old as robotics itself. The clash of the code. The roar of the nothing. From zero distance, they have been summoned. The easiest Dota bots the game has ever known. Destined to battle at the Bot International, 16 bots will wage simulations for their piece of the smallest prize pool of non-human gaming. The eyes of the world turn to Bot TI's custom arena. Those about to clash don't even know they are fighting. Which entity will emerge victorious? The bot battle begins.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. It is time for the round of 32 at Bot TI, the most prestigious event with no players or prize pool involved. We are back in action. It's a special day here. I got Capitalist and I got Parker back with us. But guys, super special guest joining us remotely. From what I hear, we've got Gabe. Bring him in. That's
Hi.
Lyrical, not the Gabe I was thinking
do it
about.
This way? No, wrong way. Hello.
Hello,
How's it
Lyrical.
going?
Hey.
Thanks for joining us. So, Lyrical, refresh me again on your bot expertise and why you qualify to join us on the couch.
Well, when we were doing all the show matches, somebody that's on the couch right now said that Lino was going to kill everybody, and I was the one that predicted. Crystal made it. You got to get on my level.
All right, you're in.
That was me. I did Lena.
Okay.
I did not expect Lena to not cast LSAs.
Lyrical, have you been able to watch much of Bot TI leading up to this point? And if so, do you have any favorite moments or heroes that you have been following along?
Yeah, I got to watch a lot of the matches yesterday and the day before that. I watched through the VODs, though. But it was, I think I might have a dark horse for this as Legion Commander. And I was like doing some theory crafting. I feel like Legion might even beat Abaddon. I'm not sure about that, but I think you win at level 1 or level 5. And then 25 later on, I think she might stand a chance. But that's way far in the future. If either of them lose in this round, then I just look really dumb. So who knows?
Yeah, Legion Commander Parker has a real tough match today. Going against DK.
Oh,
DK.
shit, that's
DK
gonna be
is
good.
another huge favorite of ours. So,
We're in top 32. This is like the best now.
dude, just like a normal Dota tournament, you know, as we progress through, the games are going to get much more hype. I've heard murmurs that the top 16 is ridiculous. Okay. So this is going to be exciting. So today I'm only expecting most action-packed. You know, we're done with these terrible coded bots that can't even cast ults, can't cast spells. Hopefully we've purged away a lot of these.
You hope.
I hope we've debunked away these ones.
There will still be some. Just you wait.
There's going to be extra salt knowing that they've made it this far with such ridiculous
Yeah, they're like,
powers.
what? They used to do
definitely.
so well. And then all
Yeah.
of a sudden we're going to see a match where the bot just shits the bed.
Exactly.
I think like the other thing too is, you know, these ones, they're experienced. They've been building this momentum. They've learned a lot, you know. It's that indefinable category of a true champion that we're going to be seeing here today. I'm ready for it.
It's a lot about what they end up going against. They see a certain spell and suddenly they're programmed to act totally different. Like maybe they're just normally a very offensive bull rush kind of hero, and then they see Bat Rider's fire and they're like, oh goodness. And then they start running back and forth and back and forth and then everything's just ruined at that point. So you definitely got to be thinking logical and illogical, and sometimes we just go with circles and circles about what was even going to happen here. So without further ado, why don't we just get right into it, guys? We're going to make our way through the whole round of 32. That means when things are done with here, we are going to be ready for the top 16, the main event, the big cheese. You can follow along with all of the matches and put your own predictions in by going to fantasy.bts.gg. You'll see what is being shown to you right now is super clean, easy to use interface. Just click the hero you think's going to win and scroll on down. I don't know if you guys have been up to date with it. I feel like I've missed one day, but I have 36 points. So
That is pretty good.
that's not terrible.
What's the leaderboard right now?
I think it's like 60 for the leader.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Llama still, right?
But
Yep.
you missed a couple days.
He's
so
on
it's all good.
60.
I missed one day, I think, so I think it's fair for missing a day.
Yeah.
I miss
Absolutely.
day one. I'm on 52.
Woo!
So I'm doing
I
all right.
missed a lot of days. I think I'm on like
Yeah.
12.
Well, don't worry, because you get to join in the prediction day fight that we get to go through normally.
I like how you just dump on Dakota here. He's like, I missed a day. 36 pretty good.
Yeah,
here.
right.
He's like, I also missed a
No,
day.
no.
I'm at 52.
I tried to change the subject. I'm like, you're not special. Moving
I
on.
didn't miss a full day. I missed the rounds we did during the hub. So I missed like maybe
well, I
5
missed
or
that
6.
as well then.
Okay,
So.
yeah, I missed 5 or 6. I didn't miss any days here. So
Okay, fair enough.
So
fair enough.
not trying to rub anything in, Dakota.
So
I've missed
follow
every
along.
day.
How many points,
0
Cap?
points. I'm all about the death predictions. That's all I'm about right now.
Could be a special day today, though. We're going to do our own predictions all the way through every round. So let's get into it. First one is Spectre versus Phoenix. For those of you who have not been tuning in at all, remember this is going to be 3 rounds of action. If we do get to round 3, it is a best of 3, of course. First round is going to be level 5, no items, maybe some branches. And then round 2 will be level 15, 10K net worth of items that are popular based on Dota buff pubs. So let's see what's in store for us. So the level 5, Spectre versus Phoenix.
Talking just level 5?
I mean, Phoenix is. I think it's the Spectres, the daggers just don't do enough damage unless they're hitting multiple Phoenixes.
You're forgetting the self-harm of the Phoenix, his undoing.
Yeah.
I was thinking Spectre for this one because, I mean, it does really depend a lot on how those daggers go. But we also sometimes see Phoenix just like not cast Fire Spirits, or after the dive gets spread out and then you've got Desolate damage that comes in.
Okay, I think if the daggers only hit 1 Phoenixes, it's a really easy Phoenix win.
Okay.
I'll be 100% honest. I think he destroys this matchup. But I actually think the dive could screw the Phoenix, right? Because the daggers are going to come out. They're all going to dive, and they may end up diving and hitting daggers.
There would be
you
daggers
know?
swirling all over the place.
That could be
Okay.
that could be pretty bad for them.
Yeah. I'm on Spectre for 5. I think the
Me too.
Phoenix doing damage to himself, having 0 armor against Spectre kind of hurts here.
6 armor? Are you kidding me? Look at that. That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, and Phoenix's magic damage isn't that insane. Like, the Fire Spirits, when you get the talent, look good, but early on, they're pretty low damage.
All right.
So
Parker is on Spectre. Lyrical, are you on Spectre as well?
Spectre as well.
I don't remember if the Phoenixes ever kept their spirits in the bag. That is also another thing,
they
right?
use spirits. They definitely use them.
They used it and they landed all of them.
Okay.
But
Do they like chain spirit?
That's a
I
good point
guess-
too. If they throw them all at once.
I guess I'll have to go Spectre.
Guess we're going to have a unanimous couch for the first one,
I'm
guys.
so sure about Phoenix. What
I
happened?
mean, we could start. I think we did that yesterday. We'll either start 100% or we're going to start
Yeah,
0%. Let's go in, boys. Everyone for Spectre on round number 1. Let's see if
God,
any.
can I tell you guys just how excited I am to watch Batia? I was watching the World Cup. There's nowhere near as much action in that. This is where it's at, guys.
Let me
You're
tell
a true
you-
American,
Drama.
Gabe. You're a true American.
There are still dives in Bot TI, though. I'm telling you right now. Okay, definitely still dives. They'll turn their back to the rest of the team, and
Especially
you're
in
like,
this
"What are you
matchup.
doing?"
Well, yeah, I thought you were talking about the Phoenix here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a dad joke and a half for sure.
Oh, make it happen.
The dives.
Oh, look at how much damage it is. They're done.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, they.
Dispersion.
Bring
kept
down the
their,
birds one by one. They will suffer at least one Spectre loss. And do remember, their performance in this bracket run does affect their seeding into the top 16. So Spectre does suffer at least 1 point loss there. But essentially, we are all correct. 100% for everyone. Congratulations.
A good sign for Phoenix that I didn't notice this before, but they do definitely hold on to their spirits and make sure that they constantly have spirit damage on the enemy. So that's a good sign for him moving past this matchup, because I'm pretty sure Phoenix wins the next 2 rounds.
Really?
So we've seen 2 different sides of Phoenix with the egg, though. Remember the Monkey
Yeah.
King. So level 15, egg, no spirits, no nothing. Monkey King right-clicks, kills the egg. Level 25, use dive, use fire spirits, then egged. Which Phoenix is going to show up here,
That's
though?
true. If it's the first version, the Monkey King failure, certainly Spectre should take this, right? Just right-clicking him down
I
back to
think-
back. Does she have the right-click speed to be able to get
Maybe
it done?
part of the egg is the fact that it's a ranged stun. That's like why they're like, okay, you need to egg right away.
Yep.
But here, there's no stun coming out of the Spectre, no attack speed items either, not even treads.
Now, Phoenix's first round was against Monkey King, but the second round where he was a bit iffy was against Lich. Maybe the range might be a factor. I'm going to bank on this is going to be another Monkey King incident personally. I feel like it's going to be an instant egg kind of a thing.
Phoenix
I'm kind of feeling like Phoenix. And one of the other reasons too is because Haunt's going to come out. So I think that like you probably cast Blade Mail first as Spectre, then Haunt, and then when Phoenix starts to get low, the code is go your egg then, and you waste your entire Blade Mail duration. That's my thought.
An important Monkey King here with, I think, at Treads, Echo Saber, a lot of attack speed. This Spectre has Radiance, Blade Mail, Phase Boots, no attack speed items. So even though Spectre's an agi hero, let's say you just insta-egg. I think Spectres will definitely kill one egg, maybe two. I think the Phoenixes can still win that, though, with the Veil, Kaya damage that they've got.
Yeah, I agree. I think the three ways that a hero can beat a Phoenix is burst damage, disables, or attack speed. And the Spectre doesn't have any of those three. For now, level 25 shall at least have the attack speed.
Yep. Phoenix for level 15 over here. Dakota, it's on you. Are you going to believe in the Spectre?
I want to, but I also want to not keep this. We're all together on this party going.
We're all 100% though.
all the way.
If we can all go 100% for a day, that's impressive, I would say.
That'd be the best panel ever. Oh my god.
Can she do it? I actually am going with Spectre based on the Haunt and Blade Mail is probably going to be utterly wasted, and without the attack speed, the eggs are not going to crack. So I guess we're all in on Spectre again.
Phoenix.
I have jumped ship.
Phoenix.
Oh, sorry, Phoenix. Yeah, I'm in on Phoenix.
Yeah.
So
We're all on the same page.
let's go ahead and see if we can keep the streak alive here.
So we'll get to level 25 unless we're completely wrong.
I think we're right.
Yeah.
We're doing it. We're the greatest.
Level 25, I feel like is going to be a little tougher for me to think about.
Like, they're going to insta Blade Mail and Blade Mail back some damage, but Phoenix, from what we've seen, will use Egg once he starts taking damage.
Right.
Although sometimes there's like one Phoenix that randomly won't egg.
Let's see, baby.
Moment of truth.
Instant egg for all but
That's
one.
great.
Pretty good.
That
They got spirits on him.
That one
Oh my
Phoenix.
Uh-oh.
Oh my. It's close.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Round
Good.
two.
This is
fine
pretty
now.
good.
This is totally fine.
That's the post eggs, you
Yeah.
know, like post egg they have fire spirits and they actually still win.
They.
Woo. Okay. Glad I
they did
jumped
not
there.
Spirit. Like even the one that
No.
didn't egg right away didn't spirit.
He dove in Sunray.
Just hung out.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It didn't matter too much in the end. I think importantly the Phoenixes had like 1,000 more health than Spectre as well, something we didn't comment on. So even when they pop out of the eggs and it's with this like right click battle, you're not really dying too much.
So this is where things get really interesting. I think Spec at 25 has enough life to live through the egg and a lot of it, but the X factor is going to be like Sunray, percentage base damage, how that works with dispersion. There's no Blade Mail this time. I think that Spectre has enough HP, but this is looking scary.
Oh,
this one's going
man.
to
She
be
doesn't
close.
have butterfly. I expected a butterfly to give you the big attack speed because for me it's about how many eggs that they kill.
Yeah, because we're going to similarly see eggs used without fire spirits, so there'll be a good chance to kill a few eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Eggs, though, take a lot of hits. Level 3 eggs, plus 3 supernova hits.
I don't think the attack speed increase in the Spectre, like if it had butterfly, I think it would be close.
Plus Shivas.
There's
They might
attack
just die of
slow.
Shivas, and then they're not going to get as nearly as many attacks off.
Yeah, and they've got that aura regardless, so...
I almost think it's more favorable for Phoenix just in the egg killing department, right? I think it's possible that only one Phoenix is going to dive this time around because of the fact that you have very little attack speed going into the Spectre, and you have the Shivas, and you have the possibility of a Scythe being used, but I highly doubt it.
Yep.
And if Fire Spirits are used, then maybe none of the eggs die.
Feeling pretty good for Phoenix here. I mean, maybe some extra benefit in the right click and the speed for Spectre would help, but Shivas has had just such a good streak in this tournament as well. It always gets used, I feel like. And,
Also,
I think
we
I
brought
think I'm
this
going
up
with
once. Go ahead.
Spectre. Sorry, go ahead. I think the dispersion though, like 5 instances of dispersion on all of them with all that AOE damage, and the dispersion talent. That's the other X factor. Like if they egg too quickly, then there's a ton of HP left over for Spectre.
It's hard to use the haunt wall. Like last time was like really bad for Spectre because there was 5 haunts used on 1 Phoenix. The other 4 were in their eggs. So
Right.
I'm gonna have to stick with Phoenix.
Small thing.
eggs.
It hasn't happened yet. Don't cast the Aghanims version of the egg.
Yeah.
Don't do that, please.
I feel like they didn't even bother trying to code that to the bots.
I
it
hope
would, like,
not.
Because it's like, then the bot might screw over a human player in like a real game, and they're like, we
Yeah,
can't
that's
risk
true.
them embarrassing themselves, so let's just not do it. I'd hope that would be the case, but it's something to at least point out. All right, so what's
I'm
the
going
verdict? Spectre, Phoenix. Phoenix right here as well. We have Just Lyrical, I'm sorry, going to be
The big head
on the
square.
one
You guys
ship.
doubted it yesterday. You got to get on the
all
train.
right, Zordon, tell me what you got here. Let's see if you can get it done.
Someone will remain 100% at least. There's
That's true.
There's
That's
good
true.
news here.
Yeah.
Someone won. 100%.
Hey Gabe, how's the weather in the Pacific Northwest?
It's actually hot. Not as hot as there though. I saw you guys were at like 115 or something insane.
Yeah,
It was
dude.
beautiful.
Yeah, we've been
That-
living on the sun.
That was the day that I
no.
moved here.
Yeah, it's like it's a hot 80 here right now.
Yeah, I miss that. I miss it. A hot 80. 80 was like my limit.
Welcome to California. Your skin's on fire. So.
Also, Gabe, do you have a little bit of white in your beard now?
I do. I've had
looks
for
cool.
a little while now. Thank you. I also have some in my hair. And I also have less hair now too. So it's all working. That's my body just saying, we're not going to work on making hair color anymore. We're just going to try and keep you alive. You're getting too old.
I'm with you there. I got
Well, I'll
some
get it there.
speckles of old coming in right now.
Yeah, I get gray in my sides and in my beard a little bit now.
Mm.
Okay.
Do you think there'll still be Dota to talk about on couches when we have all silver hair?
There'll be some Dota-like game. Definitely.
There'll be something.
There'll be a Dota
If
3
nothing else,
or
we'll
some
be on a
spiritual
couch.
successor to Dota.
Yeah.
That's still
We'll
going
be on
on.
a couch thinking we're talking to people.
Yeah.
We'll just have, like,
Oh, you should have been there. You should have
Oh.
been there for the Echo Slam in the pit. I was there. I was there. Yeah. If you're wondering what's happening right now, we had a little bit of file abuse, and apparently we've got it resolved.
Uh-oh.
The bots
So,
were
I hope-
protesting.
I hope there isn't some crazy rig shenanigans that are about to go down.
Resimulate, please. Resimulate it again. All right.
daytime.
We have Gabe on Spectre. Everyone else for Phoenix. Let's see what happens. Round and
Oh,
round
that's a
they
lot of
go.
damage.
Use your eggs. Use your
One
eggs.
egg.
Oh, that looks pretty good
They
for
used the
Phoenix.
eggs. Did they?
Oh, wait.
Oh,
They
yeah.
got it
They
off?
used
Are
the
you kidding
eggs.
me?
And
They
they
did
did
use
get
the
the egg.
eggs.
Oh, the
Oh,
dispersion.
Oh, there's still, no, there's still two more eggs.
one.
Oh, they had
Oh,
the
that is
second because
this is
of the
dangerous.
egg.
They just
This
lost
is so
2 feet.
dangerous.
It's gonna be
threw,
close.
Phoenix.
It's gonna be close, guys. I think
Dispersion.
Phoenix has this.
Phoenix has it. It's easy, Phoenix.
Cuca.
So the eggs was good there because it meant they had
Wow.
a second round of eggs because the Phoenix you save in the egg still has his egg for the second layer.
Wow.
I'm shocked.
That is
The old,
risky, but it worked.
Man,
I
what's
thought
it called?
That first egg must have been so close to dying.
Yeah.
They were all hitting on an egg with 2 Phoenix in it and barely popped. They did lose 1 from the second layer, but man, that was close.
Damn.
Woo. All right.
Well played, Phoenix. That's up in the game right there. That's something we the bots are really learning. Holy shit.
Certainly not what we expected.
That was high level play.
Awesome stuff. Well, my goodness. Congratulations to Phoenix. You are the first to move on into the main event, I guess, if you want to call it.
Yep.
And that means he should be actually no more awaiting the winner because there is going to be that reseeding based on performance. Just congratulations to Phoenix. Coming up next, though, gentlemen, Tidehunter versus Pudge. A battle of the big boys here now. We got Tidehunter, who's obviously going to be great at nerfing down the damage and just being big and thick. Pudge, I don't know what the hooks have been. What's the hook
Zero
history? 0, right?
From the last matchup, he did not use a single hook. He somehow still won. I want to say he had a really easy matchup. Mirana, maybe?
It looks like Pudge played Marana in the
Yeah.
previous round.
She
and
didn't
took
cast
it 2-1.
Starstorm, right?
Oh,
yeah,
right.
she didn't cast Starstorm. Pudge
He
didn't
didn't
use
cast
hook.
hooks.
Pudge just walked in, used blade. I think one round with blade mail and another with just dismember. It was not a pretty match.
That looks like Pudge's history here. First round was Nature's Prophet. And pretty much thank you, Blade Mail, for that win there
Yep.
as well. So Pudge, his journey might be over.
Pudge is a
Yeah.
dud.
Pudge
Yeah, I
is
think
probably
this is
done.
tied.
I could see him possibly winning this if he actually used hooks.
Yep.
From the get-go,
Right.
you kill a Tide, and then you're going to get a second round of hooks that maybe kills another Tide. but because this is going to be a slow fight, right?
That's also like predicated upon them all hitting their hooks too, which is like pretty tough to do. But yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I think this is tied.
Last time we were theory crafting the Pudge match, now that I remember, it's like, oh, we were anticipating he was going to use the hook, but they might just hook each other because they're walking over each other.
Yeah.
There was no hooks at all. Even with Agnums. No hooks at all.
Yeah.
But Agnum's Phoenix is suddenly doing egg maneuvers. Maybe Pudge shows up suddenly in the round of 32.
Apparently, he did use it in like an exhibition match or earlier on. Someone was saying so. Maybe there's hope for him, but
Dondo
no
fans
belief
out there
here.
hoping that that's the case. Because for Tide, it's just kind of he's just going to play his game. Really, he's walk up, right
He's
click.
just gonna be a watermelon.
Also, Gush is really strong.
yeah, minus armor, anchor smash amped up.
Have you guys seen those support Tidehunters? Just level 1, you run with like a core Wind Ranger, core Marauder or something. You just run at somebody, and Gush. You can just right click them. It's hilarious.
The 90
like
mana
that.
cost is pretty crazy.
So yeah, Tidehunter, we're all tied.
Yep.
Everyone tied.
tied.
All right, let's roll.
All
Round number
aboard.
1, Tide versus Pudge. This best of 3.
Oh, he's got the little boat.
3 branches.
Little boat.
Oh, that's a cute.
The starfish or something?
Oh, he's got Squiddles as well.
Oh, it's a win for sure.
Nice.
Some good sets. Very important to the winning of this match.
All right, Pudge, are we going to see a hook or are we going to see just a rot and run? Hook!
Oh,
he
there's a
landed
hook.
it! One hook.
What are
Hello?
the Tidehunters
Tide,
doing?
boys, get in there!
Tide's woken up, pissed off.
All right.
This is
And
close.
another
They stopped
round of
rotting.
Anchor Smash.
Denied!
Bang, bang.
I think 2
Denied
punches
count?
denied themselves. 2 were denied.
Is that important for points?
I don't think so.
Damn.
The Tidehunter's dying is important for points.
Yeah.
I got so excited when I saw that first hook. I was like, here it is.
Yeah, one Tide got hooked in, and then 3 Tides were fighting while 2 were just AFK at the back.
Yeah.
Still crush it.
Like, you guys got it, right? Oh, you need us. Oh, fine. Will anything change, though, moving forward?
You know, I think that Pudge could have 10K of net worth and Tide could have no items and he'd still win. Honestly, I think it's that rough. Personally, maybe I'm wrong. I think so. I'd look really dumb if Pudge wins right now.
I mean, the blade mail is your only hope, but there's,
the blade mail, yeah.
I don't know. There's mech. There's pipe against the rot damage.
He doesn't dismember, right?
But the
Doesn't do
problem
that
is
either.
like, even if he does, you've got Kraken Shell.
Yeah.
So it's like you're guaranteeing every single one of these Tidehunters gets off Ravage almost. Like I would be very surprised if a Tide gets bursted down.
Most likely they might blade mail the Ravage damage because they're going to insta blade mail, and Tides will, from what we've seen, use Ravage very quickly.
Tidehunter.
Tide.
It's almost worse if you get hooked.
Yeah,
if
you're
he
gonna
gets the
just
hook off.
because then you stagger the Ravages more. So it's if 1 or
Yeah.
2 Tides go in first, use a Ravage, and then you stagger them. It looks a whole lot better.
Did he blink Ravage last time at all? Some of these bots who are just like natural blink initiators have that bot coding to do it.
They did try that against the Kuca, I remember, because the only reason they were saved was because the Kuca boat was cast at the same time, so it just kept all the Tidehunters back. It swept them away, despite
That's
1 or
spell
2
lifesteal,
blinking in.
though.
All right. I don't really see too many opportunities here for Pudge. I'd like to see a surprise, though. But otherwise, this could be a quick 2-0 for the Tide Man.
It's coming home for Tidehunter.
It's coming home for somebody.
Pudge-
It's not coming home for England. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, okay.
Croatia just scored. Yeah.
Yeah,
Spoiler.
no!
Go
Twitch chat's already
Croatia!
said it.
Lacoste is happy.
Yeah, my boy
I'm sure
Lacoste happy somewhere.
half the people on my Twitter feed are not happy, which I'm.
Oh yeah, my
I'm
Twitter feed
glad
is just
about.
full of Brits that are,
Yeah.
I'm sure, super salty now.
Here we
Boom,
go.
shakalaka!
I
All
think
right.
Pudge's days are numbered. You've made it through this tournament too far.
Spell lifesteal?
But
Spell lifesteal.
you
Spell
may
lifesteal.
be fighting
Wow.
on.
Oh my God.
The Pudge is coming back, boys. He
lifesteal.
does not say I will stop. He will keep fighting forward. My God, Pudge, I'm sorry.
Oh!
What a beast.
Holy shit.
We were 4 Tides there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Damn.
The health, the
Surely
lifesteal.
25.
I
The
mean, they all blew
lifesteal.
Ravage at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Rough.
going to happen every time.
Okay,
imagine.
so, but it doesn't matter. Tide will win in the end.
Is he your
mean-
last remaining offlaner hope
Yeah, I think
that
so.
you play?
Well,
I mean, he's got Aghanim Scepter. I'm a big believer in the Aghanim Scepter.
In this particularly.
Yeah,
In this particularly, sure.
Pudge, though, look at his 4.6k health.
Shiva's never loses also.
Shiva's heart, the Ag's Pudge, we don't really see enough hooks for it to matter.
He's 4.6k.
He's got so much HP.
Here's the other thing.
4.6k life. He's huge.
Tide doesn't have a pipe anymore. He just
Somebody
has a
rigged
cloak.
this for Pudge to win for sure.
He just has a cloak now. Or a hood.
He even gave him a buckler against the Tide.
I think though the Ag's Gush is really good in this matchup though.
Yeah.
That's with plus 250 damage.
And you do a lot of right click, yeah.
I think I'm switching over
Tidehunter.
to Pudge. I think I'm switching over to Pudge.
Sticking on Tide.
I don't
After seeing what we just saw, I'm like, ugh. I'll go with Tide though. Hesitantly Tide.
Not me. Hi, Pudge. I'm jumping over.
I gotta stick with the predictions.
I'm a Pudge boy now.
The fantasy
Let's go.
BTS predictions say Tide, so I'm gonna go with that.
Okay.
Mine did say Tide, but
That 250 damage.
I'm just going to go to
But he has
Pudge.
no
We'll see what
attack speed.
happens. Wait, Lyrical, did you say Pudge?
No, I'm saying I'm saying Pudge. I'm saying Pudge.
All right, me and you
2-2
are
split.
Pudge. It's split up now. Let's
All
see
right.
what
Does he not
happens.
have his
Just-
talents?
Make sure you Ravage, and then you Gush, and then you can Refresher if you want.
Yeah. This time there's
all
no
I want
blade
is-
mail against the Ravages too. That was a lot of damage reflected.
Yeah.
It wasn't much
Also,
damage
a lot of
done,
damage that you spell lifesteal as well.
All right, survive!
Round two. Where's round two?
All right, life steal
I
and
think
survive.
some of them already Blue Refresher, but
Fight
they have
might not
Okay.
work. That's one
More
done.
Gushes.
Gushes.
It's 1 and 1.
Oh, look at the plus
damage.
250 damage.
Yeah.
given
Oh,
away.
no, Pudge is
a lot of-
falling.
It's close.
No, they're coming back though. They're healing off of
More
it.
Gushes.
They're healing.
Fight through, Pudge. Fight through.
Oh,
no.
it's done.
No.
As soon as you get to this low number, then the Tides really show their
Too
strength.
much.
So much right click damage.
That was fun. Like two really tanky bruisers battling it out there.
Pudge did better than I expected, but
Yeah.
not good enough at the end. He definitely earned that third spot there. I felt like he got through easy in the first 2 rounds, but Tidehunter made him work.
Tide.
Props to Tide. Tide moves on to the main event. That's exciting.
I love how it's like he could have no items and they're still gonna win. The 15.
Classic bot TI.
I knew at that moment I should have gone for Pudge.
All right, gentlemen, let's get into our third match of the day. Slardar versus Shadow Shaman. Slardar, as we know from his history, first round was paired against Lesh. Lesh got banned from the event. Lesh apparently caused all of their heroes to not cast spells, so therefore he was banned. And that means that Slardar got to move to the next round to face Vengeful Spirit. How'd that go?
I mean, he faced up against a single target stun, so he did manage to eke out 2 of those rounds. One of them was because we went to level 25 and we got to see the Vengeful Spirit just not able to do enough damage, even with their illusions. But it was close. But here he's facing up against an AoE nuker.
Yep. Shaman, first round, faced up against Enchantress 2-0, faced off against Beastmaster next 2-0.
Shaman's
Undefeated
look good. Yeah,
on the run.
uses all his spells, drops the wards, then disables people. Often will Ether Shock to start things off for the heavy nuke damage. So it should be pretty Shaman favored. Probably come down for Slardar whether he can effectively blink crush multiple Shamans, because the Slardar we saw did have a pretty good right click build. So you can start bashing a few. You can definitely kill off 2 or 3 Shamans quickly if you blink stun in those later rounds.
Yeah, what about round 3? So is round 3 very favored for Shaman, where Slardar must eke out this round 1 win?
I think 15 and 25 are similar, is that both of them come down to the blink stuns, whether or not Slardar actually blink stuns.
I agree with that. I actually don't think that Slardar can win this round.
I think it depends on the Ether Shocks and how it works out. Like if one of them happens to sprint ahead of the others, like obviously there's phase movement speed, so they're going to be going through each other, which means it's more likely you get that Ether Shock. But depending on how they get out of the gate, like that positioning is important. Whereas with Slardar, all you need to do is get to them, and he has a little bit of a movement speed advantage too. So I think that this is probably the best bet for Slardar winning it, is this round, but who knows? It's crazy.
It is 1,300 damage.
The 5 Ether Shocks.
5 Ether Shocks.
Okay.
Yeah,
If
the
you hit
only
You're only sitting at 965 HP. If you're surviving, I can't do the math of the 25%, but if you're surviving, it's not on much.
And Shaman right click's pretty hot too.
Yeah.
So.
the only mechanic that I've seen that could help out Slardar here is if Slardar has enough move speed to get to the center of the ring first and then do the Delta split. And then one takes the Ether Shock Blast and baits it for everyone else. But I don't think the move speed difference is strong enough that Slardar will somehow spread beforehand. So
yeah, he's only got six movement speed
so
here. He
Shaman
doesn't
for
pop
me
sprint.
on this one, for sure.
Yeah, I'm going
Shadow.
Shaman.
Shaman.
Yeah,
All the way through for
down.
everybody.
Let's go.
All right. Looking pretty good. I want to double check what I put on my fantasy for this one. Okay. I'm putting Shaman.
Does he sprint? It's nighttime.
Yeah.
No, they don't sprint until they see a hero.
Yeah.
So
This formation is looking okay for Slardar, though, kind of. Depends
We'll
on how
see
these
how
Epic
fast he
Yeah,
gets
but-
there and splits up.
you have to have one that only gets hit by the
Split
Ether
up.
Shock.
You want a chance.
Oh, that's not. That's,
They
bad.
got
That's
too many
real
disabled.
bad.
Oh wait, one didn't get disabled.
Oh, the
Oh my
bashes?
God.
Oh,
They're
the bash,
done.
Slardar!
Wow.
He says, screw you guys and your 4 predictions. Get the hell
Damn.
out of here,
Slardar.
Slardar.
Damn.
The
They,
crush AoE was out of control.
Yeah, they insta-killed 2, and then
Yeah.
of the 3 remaining, they disabled 2 of them, but the third one that wasn't disabled stunned everyone.
When he got
Got those
that
shackles.
crush, that was a game winner right
yeah.
there. Like they could have been all disabled permanently.
How many
Or if
bashes
he just
did we
crushes
have?
the one shaman in
Yeah.
front instead of like all 5. I think maybe 4 of them. I don't know exactly how many. It looked like a lot. Whew.
That was 10% chance to bash. How many bashes did we see there?
That's a lot.
Wow.
Like 5, it felt like at the end. It was
Yeah.
just crazy.
I
And that
feel
was
like
between 3 Slardar.
You could run
too.
that 10 times, and I feel like Slardar would only win like less than 5 of them, maybe 3 or 4.
Wow,
Oh,
but
dear.
he got it. He itched it out, and now only needs one more to move to the main event. Shaman has the wards now, though.
Yeah.
The big ace up his sleeve. The problem is Slardar's mechanics, his code, going to be polished enough to pull off the Blink Crush.
Have we seen heroes actually use Ghost Scepters?
Yeah.
We saw an E-Blade usage on themselves. That was Meepo, right?
Yeah.
I want to say
Um,
we saw a Ghost Scepter as well, but I can't confirm. to be
Yeah, I've
honest.
definitely saw some Ghost Scepter, at least one match of those Ghost Scepter used, and it was cast.
That could really help because I could see this matchup being a little messy. If Slardars get in there and do manage to get some crushes, but at the same time wards are already down or something, it's going to be about whether or not the Shadow Shamans can just survive those couple extra seconds where so many wards will just obliterate.
Yeah, you Ghost Scepter your wards, kill them off, and then maybe you get a few disables out there.
Yeah.
A weak, like, a bot should be coded that, I'm just a support, Shadow Shaman with a Ghost Blade. If I'm threatened, I'm going to pop it. I feel like that should be pretty basic code.
I would hope so.
So is Hex though too. I'm tentatively going Slardar here. I really like the Slardar right click build. It depends a lot on like the order of stuff. There's so many different things that Slardar can potentially press that like I don't know. I feel like he might not get the wards down and just one stun and suddenly we saw what happened.
Yeah, if Slardar gets his hands on Shaman, I feel like Shaman's going to get murdered. He's just got to be careful.
Shadow Shaman.
Shadow Shaman
I
as well.
go.
Yep.
I'm going to do Shaman as well. You have not fooled me yet, Slardar. What do you want, Lyrical?
I'm gonna take Slardar tentatively.
There we go.
Tentatively.
There we go.
It's a lot of HP to get through. That's
Slardar
the
does
thing.
There
better.
is no tentatively.
Slardar does better
Okay.
when we're all against him.
There's
so.
either in or out.
This one's in the bag for Shaman.
I'm in.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Use your Serpent wards, please.
Yeah. Don't get Blink crushed. The code.
God, the blink crushes. Dum, 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 dum,
They
dum.
have
I'm ready.
AOV.
They have a cast range talent, which
we go.
is good.
I'm ready. Where's your crush? You failures.
They took damage, you know.
Oh, they are stuck.
They're making it close, but not close.
What the hell was that?
That's bots for you. Easy bots, I guess.
No.
Yeah. It takes a lot of time for the easy bot to process what's happening there. It's like, Shaman, hold on a second here. Well, Shaman can just hit R button and go down. So,
I legitimately think that they coded the easy bots to like slow down their reactions.
Okay.
Right. I'd like
Probably.
it would be kind of unfair if an easy bot instantly blink stunned on everything, like all the time.
Yeah.
That's not very easy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
It's his
know.
one
Hardbot
job.
would be able to do like the scripted Yule's effect, I'd imagine too, if they would like some sort of instant defense. But Valve's like, oh, we gotta nerf him down a bit. Yeah, I would agree with you. Make him slow. Well, that is a win, right? 2-0 for Slardar.
Yep.
Oh no, that was Shaman.
no,
Sorry.
sorry.
Blah,
No.
blah, blah, blah.
No, you're right.
We're
Slide
level
1-5.
25.
We're going to round 3.
Yep.
We're going to round 3. We got now refresher wards.
Got an AC to help against the damage from these wards, but I don't think it's enough. Ward attack damage plus 50.
I almost would have rather seen the Ether Shock damage, honestly, in Slardar. It's a good amount of damage.
Nah, the split shot and
Oh, right.
the
split
wards
shot,
is really what I think wins you this matchup. I mean, I'm gonna go against the rule that we've learned, which it never happens the same way twice, but Shadow Shaman's gonna do it again with the wards, pretty much.
Yeah, I agree. I think this 15-25 are just very similar things. The items for Shadow Shaman, it's kind of, yeah, you have this refresher, but it's kind of similar. Slardar, it's the same thing. Will he actually get the blink insta crush? Probably not.
Yeah. And it does mean, like, if you get to the point where there is a crush or something and you get your disable interrupted, well, you've got a refresher.
And even if there's an
you're gonna
insta blink
recast.
crush, it's not going to get 5. It's going to get like the 2 in front
Yeah.
maybe, and the back lines will still drop wards, drop some hexes.
Well, and I don't think you can kill him before you get his wards off, no matter what. Like, he has too much HP at this point.
It's good.
I'm going Shaman now.
Yeah.
Fooled me once, Slardar.
All right, I'm Shaman as well, guys. Don't worry. And all the way through, it's going to be Shaman. The last time we were all Shaman, though, that's when Slardar proved us wrong. Let's see if he can do it again and somehow etch his way to the main event, or if this one will belong to the Rastafarian.
I mean, I gotta stick by my calling out of Slardar when I called him like the weakest hero in top 32.
Yeah.
He can't make it past this.
Or can he?
Oh, God,
Here
it's
comes the
nighttime.
Blink Crush.
That may help Slardar.
Oh,
they
now
blink.
you-
Oh, insta hex.
they
Oh,
insta.
wow.
That one
It's
Slardar
dirty.
blinked in.
Yeah.
Got insta disabled.
Insta hexed.
All right. So
Okay,
let
easy
me
bot.
let me ask about these easy bots. They insta hex, but they can't blink stun. Oh.
That one guy tried to blink stun. That's why
Yeah.
they don't go for the blink stun, because like, look, I can get perfect blink stun, but the hex is faster and it's gonna stop me. So
Wow.
Thinking on layers here.
But Shaman has shown that he may be susceptible, certainly now in the main event, to heroes that are very strong at level 5 and then could survive past the wards in the level 15 round and somehow take him out. Shaman's probably one of the stronger ones for 25, maybe, but we'll have to see how he fares now at the main event. Congratulations to Shaman now moving forward. All right, we got time for one more match before we cut to a break here. Next upcoming match.
It's your boy.
Oh, it's my boy. It's my boy, and I think his journey might be over. He's going against Enigma,
I mean, you said that every single time, though.
the creator
You're
of
like-
light, against a black hole which could suck light itself. There's no chance. Though I will say I feel pretty good about Keeper for the first round. I feel like maybe he'll
Oh,
just blast down Enigma. But
even that, you know, the 5-minute pulse stacking we've
Yeah.
seen do a lot
Oh,
of
you're
damage.
right.
And are they going to
Yeah.
Malefice? If so, they didn't Malefice last time, if I remember right. But if they do, then it'll stop the channeling, stop a lot of that damage.
Oh, that's a good point too. Jeez. So you can't even get up to that 400 damage.
Yeah.
Mm.
One of the big advantages against the Lita matchup was that in the second and third round he had Aghanim Scepter, and he just casts, even if the stun goes down, the channel's still going to go out, and it's still going to do a huge amount of damage.
This first round, I think, is Enigma. It's the best chance for Coddle, though. for
That's
sure.
why I'm going to stick with him. If I have to pick him for a round, back up my
Gonna-
boy, I think this is it. Sure, Malphus could cancel, but we know he's not going to use it. He's just going to drop Midnight Pulse and right-click. And I feel like the Coddle will start Illuminate just a bit before the Midnight Pulses will get dropped. So he will probably get down very low, but I feel like that blast will be unleashed, and he'll survive with just a little bit of life. All right?
Most like both sides would probably get team wiped. Is how I see this.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like, you know, who dies first.
Yeah, it may be maybe the Coddle to the Midnight Pulse, and then the blast will go off and take down the Enigma, or
Yeah.
my story, my fantasy. But I assume all of you are going to go with Enigma. Anyone else coming with the Coddle
Maxed out
wagon?
Midnight Pulse, Enigma.
I'd like to see Coddle win because I want to see 25, but it's
Eh.
Enigma.
Enigma gets a build with no conversion, and meanwhile Meepo doesn't get his ultimate. Like, what is
Yeah, what the
this?
heck?
Yeah.
My boy Meepo got screwed over here.
All right, let's run it. It may be a hard sight, a hard 2-0, but Keeper has done it before. He took down Lina in the previous round 2-1, and Jakiro before that 2-1. Enigma, I will beat thou ass. Enigma, he took down Disruptor 2-0 and Ricky 2-0.
He's going to use his...
So he's undefeated so far. Come on, my man. Start the blast now. Now! It's too late.
Malphas.
It's too late for you. You blew it. You blew it early.
They even drop it early. Oh, is that Malphas?
I don't think all of them got stunned, though.
Well,
I love that one Enigma doing his stun.
can we just show the next one and watch him die and move on, please? This is no chance for Coddle. He's just going to go in there and die the same death. Like, honestly, like, what can he do? He'll roll up with Ags now. Oh, blinding light, and bump him away, but...
They'll bump away while they're black holing, and then
Black
the Illuminate will
hole.
miss, and the black hole won't be
Yeah.
canceled.
Enigma's like, thanks, bro.
Jeez.
Flies away, still channeling it. It's bad.
Think about it this way, Dakota. The channel is still going to go down. If they survive long enough, they're going to get their heals. They're all going to get heal bumped.
Is
No
it
way.
daytime? I'd like to see it be daytime.
The black hole's
just,
going on?
if-
I mean, I think it has to be daytime, right?
They're probably not going to be right clicks. They might have tranquil boots going still.
I'll wear this if Coddle wins somehow. I'll wear this the rest of the broadcast. A cute little pink
All right.
hat.
All right.
Maybe even my robot visors. This allows me to look into the bot's mind and see what's happening. So I don't think I'm even going with Enigma here. Sorry, my boy. But I don't want to be falling into the dump with these predictions. So show me.
serious business here.
Yeah, show me. Listen up. I give it up for Coddle for making it this far. All right? Come on.
Yeah, round 3.
Taking down Lina, taking down Jakiro.
Yeah, more
He
than
did.
I'd expect.
So let's see if he can do it or not. But I imagine Enigma is going to be crushing here.
And Enigma doesn't
Unless
have that much HP.
He ghost scepters
Yeah.
the blast and kills himself.
See that happening. He gets right-clicked once, so he goes scepters, and the blasts come flying in.
The Tranquils might actually... Oh, they're spread out a little bit. Oh, no. No.
There's Malphuses. There's black holes.
Ugh.
I will be sucked into the black hole forever. My light has been put out. Yes. Damn, dude. Yeah, I mean, that was an ass beating from outer space. I don't know what else to say. Literally. Well,
We've got some good
congratulations,
matchups
Enigma.
today, and we've got that.
So, sometimes they look strong, and then you just get pitted against your arch nemesis, and then it's just bad. It just all goes south from there. So exciting stuff. That was 4 matches so far. Do we have updated predictions from our couch so far? We can get up to speed, and then we'll probably be cutting to a break to return with more action. Let's see. 73, 82, 82. Lyrical at 55. It's all right, my man.
Hey.
This will be the 3rd day straight. Our special guest has started at the bottom, and then Trent was able to pull it back both days. So
Yeah.
maybe you could do the same. All
That's a lot of pressure.
No, yeah.
I'm sure you can do it. All right, everybody. Remember, you can follow along with the action and get your own predictions in over at fantasy.bts.gg. We'll cut to a break. When we come back, the next matchup we're going to be getting into is Ember Spirit versus Bristleback. We'll see you soon for that one. What's going on, humans? Welcome back to BATI, the round of 32. Today we're going to close out all of the round of 32 to find out what 16 are going to be heading into the main event. I'm back on our analyst couch with Capitalist Gods and Lyrical joining us remotely. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're going to get right back into action here. Our first match back is Ember Spirit versus Bristleback.
Bristle.
Dope.
Stacking
Yeah.
quills. Yeah, let's go.
So,
Bristle we thought would be crushing it, but didn't have the easiest time versus OD.
2-1 matchup against OD in the second round. In the first round, he was pitted against Broodmother. I actually didn't see that match, but it looks like it went as expected for most. Just quill sprays ahoy, and Broodmother went down.
Ember Spirit's AoE damage is not to be neglected. I think this first round is going to go Bristleback, but I don't think it's like that one-sided.
Yeah.
And I think the others might go to Ember Spirit.
Remember, Ember didn't use any sort of like aggressive remnants or even much remnants, but he did Sleight of Fist Chains, if I do remember correctly, in his matchup against Axe.
Yeah,
Round 3 he used an aggressive remnant, right?
Yeah, I want to say he was using all his spells. Like some of these like Arc Warden's Embers seem to be using all of like their full abilities. It was definitely decent.
the danger is that you've got I don't know if you have blade mail on level 2. It kind of depends. Bristle might not have it, but I think that the quill stacking makes it too tough because he's susceptible to physical damage, I think.
Ember did have blade mail at level 15, I recall.
I like after Branchgate, they're giving us better information on how many branches the bots actually have for the matchup.
Can make more informed decisions here.
Because I do think that I can't quite tell, but I think the first round of quills is not going to be enough to kill Ember Spirit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be the second round of quills, in which case Ember in this matchup needs to kill Bristleback with his damage before the second round of quills happens.
That's a big...
And I don't think that...
When you've got 1,000 HP, that's pretty tough.
Yeah.
It is all AoE damage. That's the thing.
In the same way, those branches help Ember survive that first round of quills, though. So I don't really feel like it's...
I'm not sure if, like, let's say if you took away 5 branches, I think he would probably still survive.
Okay.
But
I think Bristle this first round.
Bristle.
Yep. Bristle back.
All right, no Ember believers.
Nope.
Theory
Absolutely.
crafting out of your ears, but ultimately it's Bristle for round number 1, or at least we think. So let's end up seeing how it works out for him. Worthy to know, Ember is undefeated up to this point. 2-0 to Dazzle, 2-0 to Axe. So if a 2-0 here could get him a pretty high seed for the top 16.
I think those are really good matchups for Ember, too. I think he's not on the same level of Slardar as far as lucky to be here, but I think that those are good matchups for him.
I think Kata was lucky to be there, it looks like, at to that point. But let's see if the quill stackage is real.
They're not hitting a couple Embers here.
But ultimately, the quills are out of control.
Yeah, they were not getting the 5-man quills, but who cares?
Woo! All right, so what about the second round, though, could change for Ember a bit? Because on the Bristle side of things, we're going to see more of what we just saw, but now, what does he get? Does he get Octarine Core, or is that for round 3?
Bristle had that at round 3. He had
Okay.
some godly round 3 items.
He'll have the Crimson Guard. Like his best advantage would be having Blade Mail and Pipe, I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember if he had blade mail.
Blade
He
Mail, no
did?
Pipe.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
he does.
does.
Both have blade mail.
Blade Mail Hood, drums as well.
Ah.
Even a nice little buckler for just the
Kaya
casual slot.
Ember?
Oh, yeah. You know, why not? Seems like at least a decent item.
No.
He gets Blade Mail as well.
I think this is Bristleback again. I don't think it's going to be as dominant, but it does also depend a lot upon like the remnants. Because if he's able to dodge some of the quills with a remnant, like just accidentally, that can sort of change things a little bit.
Sleight of Fist as well, right?
Yeah.
Like there are 2 spells that he can use to dodge. He doesn't have to worry a ton about the Blade Mail damage being returned to him because the Flame Guard will soak up a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
While he's still going to be putting Blade Mail damage back into Bristleback.
Look at that HP difference too.
Yeah,
Like
that's
1,000 almost. That's
gigantic.
nuts.
And Bristle has the hood, so he's blocking some magic damage. I'm going to have to agree with Gabe on the Bristleback 2-0.
It's hard to not want
I
to pick Bristle
feel
here.
a little bit more confident in Bristleback if he had Pipe, but we'll go Bristle as well.
Yep, sorry, I'm not brave. I'm going to go with Bristle on this one too. So just across the board, let's see if Ember can somehow pull off an upset here.
Is he a pig? Is that what Bristleback is?
Yeah, he's like a
He's Porcupine, isn't he?
Porcupine?
armadillo
I mean,
porcupine
let's just
thing.
That
think
makes
about
sense.
the basics of what it is, right? It's got quills on its back. It's more of
Yeah,
a
probably.
porcupine,
If you
right?
take just its head, though,
It's
very
a hedgehog porcupine.
pig-like.
Oh, they're spread out.
Get the quill.
That's a lot of damage.
No, so close.
Dude, that was
It's not over.
Oh, we're not
Still
done
there.
yet.
Use your
Just
quill.
Where's the quill? Oh, they got him.
Man, if he jumped to his remnant, he actually would have killed that
Yo.
Bristleback.
Bristle.
Yeah, because Bristles aren't using their passive. As much as you can talk about the stacking quills and Bristle being good for that, you don't stack as many when you're not getting your Bristleback passive procs.
Wow, that was close. But ultimately, it looks like Bristleback will get the 2-0.
Yeah, I'm losing faith in Bristle as like a top contender. I think at the start, I remember when we first came up with bot TI and what's going to be, everyone's like, Bristle, man, this guy's going to be too OP, stacking quills, no one can beat him. But when you run directly at each other, he's not that scary.
Who's someone that comes to your mind that would probably be able to take down Bristle right away?
Legion Commander.
Legion,
the next
Enigma, Tide probably, Abaddon.
All right.
I think a lot of heroes can.
Kunkka.
Kunkka, yep.
Sounds like
I think most of these big AoE heroes that just don't, that are tanky will be fine. Pudge, I think, could have beaten Bristle. Because you got Dismember and stuff. I think
That's
Pudge would have beaten Bristle.
Okay.
Well, he'll have about middle ground seeding here. He had a 2-1 against OD and 2-2-0. So we'll see how the future of Bristle is going to be panning out, but he does make it into the main event. So congratulations to him. Going to the next series now, we have the very anticipated matchup, Legion Commander versus DK. Legion Commander, heavy favorite up to this point. I mean, the overwhelming odds has been out of control. Earned her a swift 2-0 against Medusa, a swift 2-0 against Spirit Breaker. Now faces DK, and we know DK. DK's been super tanky, very strong. 2-1 against TA, 2-1 against Queen of Pain. But is this where Sir Davian's journey ends on his night adventure?
I don't think it's even close. This first
I think
round
it's
is
a
Legion
2-0.
Commander.
I think it's a 2-0 for Legion.
Yeah, like DK 25 looks good because he's got 4,000 health, but these first two, he's just not tanky enough. And Legion at the level 15 gets that talent for the overwhelming odds damage and just blows everyone up.
Yeah, she is a round 1, round 2 queen, I would say, right now. I don't think anyone beats her in the first 2 rounds. So she's always able to just outlast these heroes that are like, if you just let me get that second round, I'll show you how powerful I truly am. I'll show you my final form. But
she
she's
just
not even going to
shuts
allow
him
it.
out.
Shuts him out. Not going to allow it.
170 bonus damage at level 15 per hero. That's a ridiculous. It's like 900 or something damage in an AoE for every single one of them.
Has she gone against anyone who has actually popped Blade Mail against it?
Spear Breaker?
Ooh.
Did Spirit Breaker
Yeah,
have
Spirit
Blade Mail?
Breaker did on the second round.
Okay.
I think Legion just had more health. I think it was very close, right? It was
I think Spirit Breaker had
like 100 more health maybe or
Yeah.
something. But
So
it was,
maybe a really tanky Blade Mail
yes.
round 2 opponent might be able to do it.
Yeah, like the Pudge maybe we saw could have won the level 15.
That's crazy.
This is 2,250 damage. Like how you've got 900 HP. Like,
Yeah, I mean, round one, you can roll round 1. We know the
Legion.
You can roll round 1. We know what's happening. We should just start theory crafting the second round. So, like I said, last time we did kind of put off, what was it, Slardar that one time he did show us
And the
up.
damage reduction doesn't stack, right? From Breathe Fire? It doesn't.
No.
He won't get to breathe anything. It's just going to be, hey, there's a Legion dead.
The great thing about this overwhelming odds is that it's like this insta thing too. Like I don't think Enigma could beat Legion Commander because you just instantly die.
Yeah.
As good as Enigma's been.
Enigma would be shut down too. This is just so fast and so hard. Here we go. Oh, 2 are running up. What's happening?
What are you doing? What are
They're
you
throwing.
doing?
They're
Are you kidding
throwing.
me?
They're throwing.
No, they still got hope. They used 1. They used 2.
Oh,
Look at that. They did nothing, and they're still going to win this.
oh my God. Legion, please.
I was gonna
thought
be
we'd
really
lost.
bad because I was like, how the hell is that not a reroll?
Oh my God.
Like, literally something clearly did not go right, but it still won. They still won 3 versus 5.
Whew.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still though. Okay. She gets the win.
If that doesn't prove the strength of Legion Commander to people out there, I don't know what will.
Yeah.
Didn't cast anything for a long time and still eked it out after being down 2 heroes.
2 overwhelming odds got them down to a sliver of health. Like,
And that's the thing, right? It showed the strength of Legion Commander that we've talked about, but we haven't seen yet, which is she's also still really good at just right-clicking, right?
Yeah.
Because she gets her passive. She's healing, and she's doing extra damage. It's like super, super strong if the nukes isn't enough.
So for round 2, let's say another kerfuffle or whatever that was happens, and a Legion feeds herself, the second one does something, and they're kind of late to show up. By that point, DK's in, he's popped his dragon form, and maybe can survive. If they're just going right-click on right-click, could the DK win? Even if, the numbers are about even? Or no? Do you think it's still
could.
LC?
I think it's Blade Mail too, though, that you have to deal with. So, like
zero
I don't
chance.
know.
Zero chance for DKs.
Yeah.
It's over 4,000 damage. No.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see the level 25 just to see if DK could win that one with all his
Yeah.
health, but I think he would still lose.
I think he would still
Yeah, I
lose
think so too.
He definitely loses this, assuming spells are used. And level 25, I think he loses again.
All right. The only chance for DK here is if there's a huge choke by the bots
Yeah,
on LC.
pretty much.
Yeah.
But that would be a severe choke. So, unanimous LC voting?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Once again, LC looking like one of the strongest in the event. Let's see.
The other thing to think about with Legion is that cooldown is only 15 seconds. So even if you get into the later matches, there's a chance you could have a second round of overwhelming odds also. Like,
I have heard there's a match that goes to like a minute or something like that. So there's some long matches ahead of us. All right, here we go. Uh-oh.
oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, DK's here. He just wins 5-0. Shut the hell up about your LC beating me.
Oh wait, we get to see the 25 cap. That's what he's just sandbagging for the viewers.
Sure.
He's doing it for the fans.
We get to see that.
LC is a man of the people.
There is no way that Dragonite should move on. Please tell me Legion Commander just crushes in the round 30.
So what happened there, guys?
I don't know. What is it about Dragonite that she doesn't want to cast her spell like normal?
Every other matchup is just been insta-team wipe. Okay, 5-on-1 minutes over. Let's pack it up. Let's go home.
What's the coding? What's
That's
the
a
thought
dragon.
there?
I can't do this. I don't know.
It's
This
an
matchup's a
endangered
lot closer.
species.
Look, I still refuse to be frazzled by LC's performance. It's still got to be LC. The damage from overwhelming odds.
But he can't actually. He might be able to survive. He definitely can't survive because he's got Hood. So
Yeah.
he will survive through that, and they're all doing splash damage. I think Dragonite might actually win. Son of a
LC
bitch.
through. LC through.
She
That
straight
was
up did,
insane.
dude. She threw.
This is going to be the biggest throw of bot TI yet.
Well, how many people? You said you're sticking with LC though.
Yeah, sticking with LC.
Oh boy.
I don't know why. I just can't believe LC can lose this. It's just shouldn't
After
happen.
2 disastrous performances in a row by LC, I'm jumping ship. She has let me down. She has not got the head in the game. Dragonite's in there. The mental game of this bot is too weak.
I'm gonna stick with gods. It's like a protest. Like stick with Legion Commander because she should have won. She should have won this match. So Legion Commander.
Not me, guys. I'm with Game. I think DK came out that second round and said, "Screw you." All right. And he's gonna just look to take that and keep running forward. So 2-2, Legion Commander choking hard right before getting the main stage. The nerves, the bot nerves are in the code.
It's unbelievable. It's a shocking performance.
Use 1 overwhelming odds, please. By 1, I mean 5.
Armor.
Yeah, I was about to say we
56 armor.
have
We
to
need all
hit
5.
5, and even then it could be close.
We saw 3 late ones, 0 in round 2. How many do we get now?
56
Done.
armor. This is
And
done.
get the hell out of there. DK flying, soaring over the haters, over the LC fans and saying, I'm taking off and into the main stage. Top 16 for you, DK. Congratulations.
All right, I want to see the. Oh, I have to know the leaderboard once we're through this whole entire thing.
yeah?
That one guy, he better have gotten that wrong.
Mr. Llama?
There's no way that Llama dude, who's been right all these other times, he's top right now.
Everyone on the leaderboard
All right,
should
he
have
got
picked
it wrong.
LC.
He got it
Yeah.
wrong. He got it wrong.
Okay.
Even he picked Legion Commander.
You watch LC's demos. You watch the tape
Yeah.
every single time. Boom, 5 only odds, game over.
Yeah.
Here,
Choked.
I don't know. That was shocking. That was unbelievable.
Bot's got nerves. Sorry. Wow.
All right,
Congratulations.
well, I guess that's kind of fine because it is kind of boring if Legion just literally wins the tournament by casting one spell over and over again.
that.
Yeah.
She can give it another run next year. And next
So you're
Bot
saying
TI.
that there might have been a lot of simulations run until they just didn't cast their spells. We got some corruption
Maybe.
going on here.
I didn't say that outright, Gabe, but I like that you're picking up what I'm putting down.
some Bugatti DK fans happening probably. All right, great. Let's head to our next match and find out who's going to be joining DK into the main stage. Oh, this is a good one. A spicy one at that. Cuca versus Pugna. Battle of, wards versus boats.
Yeah, the theory craft here is, will Kunkka die to the ward damage, or if he survives it, then, he should win, at least on the later rounds.
On this round, though, he has to survive through casting Torrent and presumably at least a couple of blasts.
Yeah, but I mean,
Right.
if he lands the torrents, that could stop some blasts coming out, for example.
If he lands some Torrents, then at that point, like it's only level 2 Torn. I'm not sure if it would kill any Pugnas, but it's just like it's the Lord of the Rings second movie, the Uruk-hai.
Two towers. Oh, okay.
Two towers. The
Deep.
one Uruk-hai who is the torchbearer to blow up the explosives. He's just got to make it there, right?
Yep.
That's what these Kunkers are doing. They have to charge the line.
Yep.
If they can get one swing off, then the Pugnas are done for.
Can they do it though?
But can they
There's
do
the
it before
decrep,
the
too.
blasts come in?
Because the decrep, if you decrep somebody in the back, they don't take damage either from a Tidebringer, right? Because they're ethereal. I think that's the way that works.
We haven't seen any.
That's
I don't think
pretty
we've
next
seen
level.
any usage of that though.
And I have no idea if they
Okay.
use it offensively or defensively.
I'm still taking Kunkka.
Yeah, the good news for Kunkka is the ward won't kill you on Torrent. It'll do like 500-ish damage.
How did Kunkka perform up to this point? Okay, so he was in the first round against Sniper. Oh, I remember that. Sniper was garbage, so he got an easy 2-0 there. Went against Underlord in the last round and 2-1'd Underlord. I just can't remember how Kunkka's level 5 was.
Level 5 and 25, I want to say.
So he won level 5 against an
I think
Underlord.
it was very close. Oh,
Did
no,
he?
did
It was
maybe
stacking.
Didn't. It was
stacking
fire.
fire.
Okay,
That
No,
was
he
your-
lost. Okay, so
I think Kunkkas are going to lose a lot of their level 5s. I'm gonna go Pugna.
yeah, I'm thinking Pugna as well for level 5.
I'll stick
Bugger.
with Kunkka's
I'm going Kunkka.
with Gabe.
All right, you got
I
a
think we'll see
Kunkka.
some good Torrents.
Your own
They've
little
been pretty
Kunkka
good
ship?
with the Torrent usage.
Right. Just to even things up, Pugna's history. He had the opening round against his green nemesis, Necrophos, took him down 2-0, and had the 2-1 against Tusk.
That was
So,
the game 3 decider where it was 1 versus 1 at the end. That was good.
that was good.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Can Kunkka make it past the first round and into boat territory? Or is Pugna going to blast him down and then show him what the ward's all about?
This decrep could be big.
If he uses it. If he uses it.
Come on,
Ward,
Kunkka.
ward.
They all use it.
Oh,
And one
they
guy.
are screwed.
Oh, the
Oh my
wards, baby!
God.
Those wards are like
Okay.
With the
cannons.
blend of blasted.
They
Okay.
offensively decrep,
That's useful.
Yeah.
Against
which is
Kunkka.
good.
Yeah.
But on one, right? They all use it on one, right?
think
One,
they
maybe two.
Decrypt
I
2
think it's on
maybe?
Several.
Oh yeah.
I think it was probably one of those melee hero getting close to you, use Decrepify to protect yourself, and so I think only the front 2 got decrypt.
All right. Well, is things gonna change now for Kunkka on the boat side of things?
Don't think so.
You think he's gonna
to
die?
now he will die
Yeah.
to Nether Ward. So that round he doesn't die to Nether Ward. He loses half his health and then dies to the Nether Blast. This time he's just going to die to the Ward.
Yeah.
Because that's what, a 300 mana cost Torrent plus Ghost Ship against level 4 Ward?
It depends on if he gets the boat off first, though, before the wards come out. Because we did see that Kunkka got a little close to, or the Pugna got a little close to Kunkka before they summon the ward. And if you can get that rum buff off, that kind of changes things a little bit.
I mean, that's you're taking 2 damage per used mana. That's like right there, 600 damage from each Nether Ward when you
Right.
use a Torrent plus boat. And we've seen them use X as well, so...
I highly doubt that all of them are going to cast their boat before ward goes down. And I think that's like what has to happen. They basically have to not take 175 mana damage from the Nether Wards.
Yep.
Like I think they're kind of okay with casting torrents, especially as they'll be able to have the boat buff come in for the blasts that come out. But the most important thing is that they have to not take that damage. I don't see that happening.
Pugna then.
Pugna.
Pugna.
Yeah.
Puggers.
I like Pugna. I think the ward is just gonna be overwhelming. He hasn't even needed to use his ultimate life drain. I don't even know if it exists in the code or not. Right? It's just
Yeah.
ward's done enough and some blasting and decrepping.
I can't wait until he faces up against like Sven or somebody who like for whatever reason doesn't cast his spells. And
Yeah,
he just goes in and right clicks you.
Oh my god.
He's gonna be like,
Yeah.
this is the way I've won this entire tournament. What's going on?
Yeah, I'll go Pugna too. Oh, it feels bad. I love Kunkka. It's one of my favorite heroes. But 5 wards, Jesus.
Let's see if he walks the plank. You catch my drift? Let's go, baby.
Shadowblade in. Do it.
Yeah, their Shadowblade
That-
use is always suspect.
it's yet to happen. No Shadowblade initiations.
Pugna gets there first too. He's got movement speed advantage.
Yeah, he just drops the wards on sight, all of them.
Oh? That actually isn't bad. That's pretty good. That's
my
great. That's
God.
amazing. Oh, Cuca.
One Cuca.
Wow.
That was
Cuca.
They were a little late on those wards, it looked like.
We're all wrong again.
Damn it, I
Nighttime
should've
made a
gone
big
Cuca.
difference. Ooh.
God damn it, Batia, you done it
You
again.
didn't believe, Gabe.
You done it again.
I
So,
know.
yeah, I mean, they survived. They got all boats off. Obviously, the frontlining Kunkas had to take the brute force of the damage, but the backliners were able to persevere. I don't know if it gets easier. I think, is Pugna also a round 1, round 2 master? Is Pugna
He
gonna?
gets a damage talent for his nether ward.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
So it's a question of whether or not the enemy hero gets more HP than the damage he takes
Yeah.
from that talent.
And what is Kunka's level
The ghost
3?
ship fleet.
Armlet,
Strength.
So
Silver Edge. Yep, Ghost
it
Ship
almost
Fleet,
doubles the nether ward damage because it goes from 2 to 3.75, I believe.
But he also doubled his HP.
On Kunkka, yeah.
He was sitting
Oh,
at,
Cuca.
what, like 1,500 or something?
Get
That
to
sounds
the
right.
main event.
Yeah.
But you do have a lot more damage in Chivas as well, which the bots have been good about casting.
Can
thing
you
I
blow
feel
up
like-
Kunkka?
The thing I feel like here is that there's at least going to be one boat that gets off first, which means that
Hmm.
at least one Kunkka is going to be left alive by the end of all the Netherward shenanigans, which means that all of those ship fleets going out with the Aghanims, it's going to hit at least a couple of those Pugnas. I think at least one lives, and that's what we saw last time.
Another thing to consider is, like, Kunkka may have increased his HP. He also increased the mana cost of his boat. It's now at 225. And Pugna also increased the amount of intelligence he has, which I presume does increase the damage of Netherward as it does increase the damage of all these various spells.
Huh.
So I almost think it's going to be as simple as whether or not it's daytime or not. It seemed like daytime he casted wards before the Kunkka, like they casted wards a little bit farther apart.
Yeah, they cast the wards earlier, whereas nighttime was like Kunkka when they saw use his ship, and Pugna, for whatever reason, hesitated. I'm gonna abandon ship and join the Kunkka boat. I believe.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know,
fleet-
man.
Pugger.
You're a pugger?
Pugger.
Am I gonna be a Pugna man too? Oh boy. All right. Yep, I'm in. Pugna.
I've got 4 wrong in a row or something here, so you're probably making a good call there,
I
Dakota.
just got to distance myself from,
Yeah.
from
The
gods
little
as
green
much as
man is
possible.
done.
Nah, the Green Martian's gonna live on to the main stage. We'll see.
See,
I mean, he's no matter what, Pugna definitely dies. Just a question of whether or not he kills Kunkka first, because those ghost ship fleets, they're coming for him.
I'm hoping the
the
laser
other thing to
turrets are
think
gonna be
about.
good.
they don't want the Pugna to move on because the ward is bullshit. They want to knock him out. We've seen the rigged format of this
Yeah.
tournament. Kunkka's the people's champ.
I mean, who else is going to stop someone like Warlock, if not Pugna? Pugna has to be the hero to stop a Warlock from
That's true.
from just winning everything.
They may ultimately be destined to meet up. and
Okay, it's
face off.
daytime. We're gonna put this series to the test.
Let's do it, Kunkka. Get the boat.
If you can win
Give
this
it to me.
Pugna, you can win anything.
Oh, there's one alive.
Not
There's one
gonna
alive.
work.
They're all
There's
done.
a lot alive. They had plenty
God
of health, it turned
Damn.
out.
Kunkka emphatically swims his way into the main
Kill
event.
those wards.
I'm gonna blame that one little Pugna who goes so far ahead of everybody else.
And he procs the ghost ships
Yeah.
a bit.
One Pugna, ships ahoy, everybody!
Yeah.
Yeah, it screws it all up. Dang. Well, congratulations to Kunkka. Good job, you guys over there. So, one more match before we cut to a break. Now to slide into some Crystal Maiden versus Bloodseeker. All right. So
I like this
this
one.
again.
Yeah, you guys
Not
were
this
not giving
again.
Bloodseeker a chance. My boy with his 5 blood rights, he can take on anyone. He's ready. He's ready for the CM challenge.
Bloodseeker coming off 2-0 against Oracle, but, what kind of match is that? 2-0 against Death Prophet, which is what Parker's
She's got
gloating
some
about
wards.
over here.
Why
But,
does she have wards?
Which never should have happened.
I don't
the
know.
hell?
Maybe she couldn't do anything without him. I'm not too sure.
Yeah,
Simulation.
I'm fairly certain that's probably what it is.
Something like that. Not to add anything to her, toolkit in any way. Crystal Maiden had the exhibition match against Lena, which she won. She got a bye in the first round of this tournament. 2-0 against Storm in the previous round. Her ulti obviously is quite dramatic, but the problem here is that ridiculous blood right ability. and what it could potentially do to Crystal Maiden.
I think CM first one, Bloodseeker wins the second with Blade Mail. But here's the big thing: Bloodseeker's gonna Blood Rage himself and then just get blown up by Crystal Nova. I think that's level 1.
Yeah, I think CM has been one of the best level 5s. The Crystal Nova spam has looked very good. You've got 2 nukes, 1 slows, 1 disables. Against a melee hero, it just feels pretty hard.
Yeah.
But if you survive, or if you somehow cast all these Blood Rights, if all 5 cast Blood Right and then you die and once Bloodseeker survives, we could see that kind of clutch win for Bloodseeker again.
Yeah, because he heals. He gets 1 hero and he heals up and it just goes right through the whole team.
Yeah. Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, I'll go Crystal Maiden too.
So so I knew it was really close. So I actually just put it in the calculator. 787.5 AoE damage out of these Crystal Novas.
From 5 of them.
When you include the reduction, the magic reduction.
So it won't kill Bloodseeker.
So
But what about the
quite kill
Bloodseeker?
him.
What about the Blood Rage?
She also has intelligence, so she has, yeah.
Oh.
Like, I don't know if Blood Rage is going to be casted. I don't know if they're going to cast a Frostbite, before.
All right. Let's go Bloodseeker. He survives.
It's so
He
close.
survives. Let's go Bloodseeker. The Novas won't kill him.
Frostbite.
It's CM.
If he survives, he wins, because that means they cast 5 Blood Rights. The CMs they'll frostbite the front lines, like the first 2 or 3 Bloodseekers will die, but not all 5.
It's the Death Prophet situation all over again.
Yeah.
Except for I think Death Prophet did a little bit more, but she also was faced up against more branches.
Maybe they'll slip in a few more branches other than this one, I wouldn't mind
if they
seeing
get
it.
caught by the Blood Right, she's just dead because it's 200 pure damage. So
Yeah, for sure.
Bloodseeker.
CM, let's do it.
Bloodseeker.
You did the math. Your math supports it.
I don't.
You have to.
But it's bot TI. You think the math means shit here, Parker?
True.
Bloodseeker's got heart. He wants
What
it more.
Crystal Maiden's gonna run in and just I don't know. She's gonna cast Frostbite instead or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I will do Crystal Maiden.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Crystal Maiden. I might regret it, but let's see. So 2
You'll never
Bloodseekers,
regret it.
2 Crystal Maidens.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes. Can Bloodseeker survive the onslaught of the early nuke and get the Blood Right off for the win?
Oh, spread out. That's right. Don't get hit by the Blood Rights.
Now they've only got 1 more.
They're
What's going
slow.
on?
They're gonna get there. They're gonna get there so late.
Hey Parker, it's probably a
Ooh,
bad
that's-
time for this, but my senior year, literally the last math class that I took, I got a D.
As long as it's roughly correct, there's some magic resistance on Bloodseeker.
No, they didn't cast anything.
it's
There's no
over.
blood rights.
You give him the punch.
Damn it, Parker.
How is that not replayed?
The math doesn't matter at bot
Give him
TI.
some more branches and redo. Like Lumi, that's what you hit redo, add 2 more branches, and run it
Cast
again.
your spells.
Like,
Maybe the
What
2
is
branches
this?
was worse, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe that was as good as it got for Bloodseeker. Sorry.
every Bloodseeker had used Blood Bright up till now. What's going on?
Just bot
Just
TI,
like every
bro.
Legion commander
yeah,
has
I
to,
know.
you know?
It nerves, man.
Yeah, they're joking. They're almost in the main stage, Yeah, it's the pressure's getting to them.
All right,
So-
but round 2, guys. Level 15.
This should be Bloodseeker.
10k of items. Bloodseeker's now flexing the blade mail. He's got an SMY to pepper on top. Crystal Maiden's got Blink. Likely won't use.
Okay.
Ags and Glimmer Cape.
We'll use Blood Right, though, guys.
The big thing we
Actually-
saw about this against the Death Prophets is that they managed to heal off of the Blood Rage Blade Mail. That was very important because they did manage to kill a couple of Death Prophets, and as a result, the exorcism did less spread, etc., etc. But Crystal Maiden doesn't have this single target that the Death Prophet ghosts have. She just has an AoE and freezing field.
I
But
think
that's
that
stopped
CM
by
could.
Blood Right.
I think CM just kills herself on 5 blade mails with each of the Crystal Novas. That's so
Yeah.
much damage.
Yep.
And then Bloodseeker's moving more quickly. The only X factor is if they're programmed to cast ulti first, and maybe then you can kill them. I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, Bloodseeker.
Bloodseeker.
Yeah, I am jumping off of Crystal Maiden and over to Bloodseeker. Either he's going to get the Blood Right off and kill her right away, or Blade Mail will kill her with her ultimate if for whatever reason he doesn't cast Bloodright, because everyone's casted Blade Mail. No one's choked that hard yet in the tournament. Let's see if Bloodseeker can change that or not.
That is true.
Oh, they're so fast now too.
What?
Yeah.
All right. I don't think they've even casted too many ultis here. We'll have to see. There's the Bloodrights. They got
You're
it.
done.
They got it. All right,
Yeah,
Bloodseeker.
It's a bit easier when you used to spell, say Bloodseeker.
Yeah.
Bit
He
easier.
was just sandbagging. He was just trying to get us to the 3 rounds is all. Really, boys. All right. How does this change at all? The only chance that this changes is if BKB is suddenly allowed in the event. But we know BKB is banned.
I think the silence, if they are able to Yules themselves for some reason, the CMs, and then you get a Glimmer Cape ulti and Bloodseeker just stands in it.
I think that is a pretty important thing, is that they Glimmer Cape really well on freezing field.
You'll still get silence though, and it'll silence everyone. And I think that's the problem, is then CM will resort to right clicking while silence, which is not a battle you're going to win against Bloodseeker.
Actually, it's Crystal Nova's 560 damage, I want to say.
Jeez,
with
that's
that
a lot of
talent?
damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot. But they're going to do it on Blade Mails.
No Blade
They're
Mail.
not doing it on Blade Mail. There's
Oh,
no
it's
Blade
banned
Mail.
from round 3.
No Blade Mail.
Let's
this
go,
is CM.
Bloodseeker again.
I think this is CM.
I believe. Cannot abandon him now.
It's gonna choke. I hate when it's just on the. At least last round, it was like he had Blade Mail to fall back on if Bloodright didn't work. Now he doesn't have that to fall back on. Bloodright, if Bloodright doesn't work, can Bloodseeker win this? Yeah, you think so? Even without Bloodright.
Without Bloodright.
Without Bloodright, let's say he chokes.
He will not win without Bloodright.
All right, then I'm
He
going
needs
Crystal Maiden.
Bloodright. He's not choking though.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Who knows?
I mean, the one really helpful thing is that the Bloodseekers are so fast initially. There was that one Bloodseeker who's super far out. He casts his Bloodright really early, which just means there's very little chance that these Crystal Maidens are going to be able to Frost Nova and get a good freezing field before they get silenced.
Yeah, you want that first silence as soon as possible. So,
But if they Blood Rage, I think that the Crystal Nova just kills them with the damage amp that you get.
Yeah, but they haven't been doing that. They've been
That's
Blood
true.
Riding.
Yeah. I'm still going CM. I think they got it. CM is going to right-click Bloodseeker to death after the nukes.
Bloodseeker.
Bloodseeker. Let's go.
I'm
What-
doing
One.
Crystal Maiden. I'll do it again. I'll go back and forth.
I
and back
will
and forth.
let you know one interesting tidbit.
What?
Lumi's favorite hero is Crystal Maiden.
Oh. All right, we're in, boys. Crystal Maiden.
All right, here's what I
Gotta
think,
make it a main
Parker.
stage.
I think there's going to be like 1 or 2 Bloodseekers that just kill 5 Crystal Maidens.
With
That-
like a sliver.
yeah,
well, they'll
like-
start with a little bit of health and then they'll heal up.
Yeah, exactly.
Give it to me.
If they get frostbitten though, they may just get kited. Is the problem?
Well, I think the first 3 are going to die to right clicks.
Oh, early blood rights is good.
Oh, what are you doing? Yes!
No, they're in
They've
Shadow
lost,
Blade.
they've lost,
Shadow
they've
Blade
lost,
running
they've
with
mega
all-
lost, they've super mega
Bloodseeker.
lost.
Oh,
Beautiful,
God.
beautiful
Oh,
Shadow
God.
Blades.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about.
That was really well played. Holy shit.
Dang.
Damn.
All right, Bloodseeker.
That. Hey, you get scared with the Shadow Blades because you
Yeah.
don't actually see them like a normal spectator, but whew, that Nova damage was.
It was a
close.
high, but
intense.
Bloodright is clearly a top tier spell.
Yeah, you can't. CM doesn't get to ulti there. It's just no play against it. No mantas, no Lotus Orbs, no BKB, of course.
Bloodseeker.
Yeah, why did she have a Shadow Blade? What the hell?
I
Yeah.
mean, I guess it's just based on Dota buff items.
yeah.
Yeah,
Of
exactly.
course.
So every pub player's like, I can cast Invis while I'm freezing field.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Maybe if they granted the bot a Greaves and it knew to defensively pop Greaves after Bloodright, could have had something going, but too far-fetched for this instance in this simulation here. So that is going to conclude this quadrant of our round of 32. We are going to be cutting to a break, and when we come back, we'll hop into Quadrant C for more BotTI action. We have Zeus versus Magnus slated to come up next. Should be hype. Welcome on back, everybody, to more BotTI action. We have made it halfway through the round of 32. By the end of today, we will know the 16 bot competitors who are going to be making it to the main event. And let me just reassure you, the main event is going to be something special. I heard there's going to be maybe some musical performances, an opening ceremony, There's people flying in for this event. It's a huge deal, all right? This is bot frickin' TI. And we got to find out who's going to be able to make the way. The nice thing is that we don't have to pay for the players to fly out. Don't even have to offer any prize money.
It's like the difference between TI Hub and TI itself, right?
Exactly.
That's
Ooh,
the difference
We don't have to even feed the bots.
that we're going to be looking at.
All right, so as we're halfway through, it's been a lot of ups and downs, a few surprises, some bots showing nerves for whatever reason. And as you can see, our predictions have been pretty down the middle here. Everyone kind of
Oh, boy.
neck
We
and neck on
started
each
Narrowing
other.
the gap.
We're like
Yo,
9
the
out of
Legion
11.
Commander, we just strike that one out of the
Yeah.
system.
Yeah.
That one's not fair.
Yeah. Me and Cap were just like level 25, just adamant we had to boycott the system and stick with LC.
You can
Oh.
play along with all the predictions by going to
Can Llama,
fantasy.bts.gg.
he's been caught up to.
Can Llama,
Yeah.
they're coming right for you. That 1 point difference. He's sitting there still at the top. I've received news that if you felt like you've only just started tuning in for Bot TI and you've really missed a chance to compete for fantasy, don't worry. When playoffs begin, they're going to restart the fantasy in a way. They're probably going to have – I've been told there's a couple of different fantasy lines. You're going to be able to just go for the overall winner. You're going to be able to go match by match. So don't worry. Just stay tuned to fantasy.bts.gg. They're going to revamp it for playoff time, and you'll get to start with everybody else. So that's pretty hype.
Excellent.
All right, guys. Let's get into some more bot fighting action here. And our first match we get to go back into is Zeus versus Magnus. So we got some heavy bursts from both sides. Magnus has the shockwave. He's been pretty successful with it so far, hitting roughly 2, 3, maybe 4 with it, getting some instant kills. But we got a burst cannon in Zeus himself. How do we think it's going to go?
It's always hard to go for anybody who has single target. And
Yeah.
Zeus mostly single target in this pre-level 6 era, right? Like only level 1 of Arc Lightning.
Yeah. He won his last level 5. I think it was against Viper.
It
Who
was
was
against-
also super single target.
Yeah, like that
Yeah.
poor Viper was never going to win.
No. Viper just got through because he had like the AM matchup. I feel like Viper
Oh, yeah.
would not have won against many round 1 opponents.
The
I think-
history. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, please.
I think that Zeus might be able to blow up one mag right at the start. I mean, it's like you guys said, it's scary, and the movement speed advantage is a little bit like I think that we saw in one of the other ones. It was like 8 movement speed before, and they got to the center of the ring before the other person was able to. I think it was the Slardar one. So I feel like Mag might be able to get there earlier, but I'm still going Zeus.
I think the advantage of shockwaves and skewers being able to hit multiple units is a little bit too great. So and power also, because I think this will come down to a bit of right clicking for Magnus.
Yeah.
It just helps that he's so tanky.
Yeah.
There's arc and there is a point in static field, but I don't think it's enough. I'll go Magnus as well. I think it'll be close. Definitely 2 or 3 Magnus probably going to die, but they'll prevail.
Anyone for Zeus here? No?
Gabe
I think
did.
I'm going Zeus.
Oh, Gabe's
I think
going,
I'm
Zeus. Oh, good for you.
I'm going crazy.
Magnus. All right. Oh, you are going crazy. I mean, it's worked out in your favor in a couple of cases. So let's see.
This one could be close.
All right.
For sure.
Let's see the round 1 matchup. The history coming into this, it looks like Magnus had a round 1 match against Visage 2-0, then 2-0 against Rubik. If he gets a 2-0 here, he will likely have a high seeding placement into the top 16. Zeus got a bye in the first round and then 2-0'd Viper. So both of these competitors technically undefeated coming up to this point. Let's see who's going to take the first
Oh,
loss.
they're super lined up.
That's not good. Oh wait, no, look at the damage
No,
now.
that's fine. It's fine.
Ultimately,
Damn.
Battle of the
Yeah.
Nukes right there.
Please.
Yeah, if the Zeus didn't line up like they did, that could have gone very differently.
That was an XXS Magnus.
Oh, yeah. Wow. All right, now we got ultis. Both of them got some powerful ultimates here. Zeus is a little easier to pull off. You know, just hit the
Yeah.
R button, right? It's easy as that. Witch doctor's in the corner going, yeah, it's that easy. Just hit the R button. But not always the case.
So, the thing that scares me about this is I want to go Zeus again, but Mag, at least one of them should be able to get in range for the RP. We saw that last time even, that one like skewered ahead of the rest of them.
Yeah, it's like if their blinks get cancelled, will they then resort to skewer RP instead of the blink RP?
I want to say
Right.
that's like what they did last time, was not even
think it
blink.
is.
They're like, I'm just going to skewer in an RP. The first round, he did do a blink RP, and we're like, blink RP, it's in the code. It looks so good. But the next time, I feel like he did skewer in to do the RPs.
5 Zeus ults with Nimbus, though. It's a lot of damage.
I think with all their ultimates being cast, and then just a couple of lightning bolts, like you're gonna kill enough Magnuses. Because the problem is like Magnus needs to not just get RP, but he also needs to put a lot of damage into that RP, right? And if only 1 or 2 of them get there and get an RP off, and the rest are dead, I don't. That won't be enough. Like enough Zeuses will survive that they'll still blow you up. So I think, that's again with like Nimbus not being on top of them. Right. I think it's pretty clearly Zeus, unless Magnus has just managed to get blink RPs.
Yeah. If they're all they need is 1 blink RP. If they get 1, Magnus gets a blink RP off before his blink gets canceled, they should win it. But that seems unlikely to me, at least from what I've seen. Zeus likes to just insta ulti as soon as he sees an enemy hero. I'll go Magnus.
I'm going Mag. I think I'm going
Just
Mag.
kidding, I'm going Zeus.
I was going to go
Got
Mag.
him.
I'm going Mag.
confused.
I'll join
I'm
you
going
this
Zeus.
time. I think, I feel like, I'm just getting a feeling the Zeus is going to choke. It's not going to be as easy as I've been let down too many times. I feel like Zeus would be a letdown if I went his way. So I'm going to go with Magnus on this one.
It's like 40 movement speed advantage too, or 33, I guess. Like I think he gets there pretty quickly, spreads out. So there's going to get a blink off. Static field doesn't break blink daggers anymore, so there's going to be at least 1. Although the ulti might hurt, they're going to do it. I believe in Mag.
All right, let's see if that's what happens. Mag potentially on the way of earning a 2-0 and keeping the undefeated streak alive. Let's see if Zeus can fight his way into round 3.
It is daytime, which perhaps helps Zeus a bit to get the ulti off a bit faster.
By lore terms, Zeus should win this easy. He is the god of thunder. Magnus is but a mammoth who can hold a hammer. Oh, God! I am sorry for doubting you, Lord Zeus. My
Yeah,
good God.
They even
Fools.
failed and everything. They pull out the whole shebang.
You doubted the god of thunder and lightning.
My B, fam. My B. All right, so, dang. Any reason I
You
should
guys,
stick with
wanna hop-
Magnus in
hopping
round
over
3?
Zeus?
Yeah, any
After
reason
that?
at all?
Go Zeus.
So Zeus is looking pretty good over there, guys. You know,
Yeah.
I got to see these items though, and how the net worth was spent. I imagine, yep, there it is.
It's-
Kaya, Refresher, Octarine Core. Magnus has a Refresher himself, and if he pulls out some godlike S4 Blink double RP Shockwave shenanigans, who knows, right?
He needs
I'm
to
s-
survive, though. He didn't get like a hood or a pipe or something. That could have helped.
I'm so tempted to go Magnus. Because it's not going to happen the same way, and this time around,
Yeah.
Mag, it's going to be
Fuck
nighttime
TI.
or something. Mag will be able to
Yep.
get a blink RP for no reason.
Let's go for 0-3. Let's go Zeus.
Zeus for me.
Zeus.
Zeus's AI, from what we've seen, is insta ulti. Like as soon as you see enemy heroes, use spells.
Yeah.
And that's good AI.
Yeah, I'm with Zeus as well. This seems like it's going to be a Zeus shutdown here.
And the instant nimbuses get the stuns out, so that stops Magnus from like using his spells.
Yeah.
We haven't had a lot of blinkers today. No blink Slardars, no blink Mag. What's going on? Where's the
Yeah.
blinks?
Static fields. Big one, right?
Yep.
Instant cast of Nimbus.
They must have repolished Zeus's coding when he got the Arcana and a nice skin going. So let's make sure he uses Nimbus. Let's make sure he looks good. So I imagine
God.
he's good. Yeah.
Refresher too. Ooh, this is gonna be dirty.
Yeah, if he used that refresher, it gets even uglier.
All right. Let's roll action here for the third round and see if Zeus is going to be joining some of the others in the main stage this upcoming weekend, or if Magnus can somehow survive the reign of pain that is coming his way here. Somehow on the daytime vision gets the blink RP. Can he do it? Will Zeus choke and not hit the R button at all?
It ain't happening. Oh, they're spread out.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Rampage.
They started to
Z-Freak.
skewer in, but ultimately Z-Freak and the rest of the Zeus squad were able to pull it together pretty convincingly. Another one of these power power-hitting heroes that can just do utter destruction with the click of one button here. So
That's good.
who's going to be able to beat that? Can someone...
ABBA?
It's probably a few.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, if like the Warlock can interrupt it by using Rock, and before like all the ultis come out, maybe. But yeah,
Blade
that's pretty
Mails?
scary. Blade Mail's at level 15 for sure.
Yeah, winning level 5 and then a Blade Mail, strong Blade Mail showing the round.
There you go.
the 15
That's how
level.
you can 2-0 Zeus for
Yep,
sure.
definitely. Wow. All right. Well, congratulations to Zeus, Magnus. We'll see you next bot TI. Oh, speaking of Abaddon, we have Abaddon versus Batrider coming up.
The one hero you want some blink usage, Gabe. Batrider has been fantastic. Unfortunately, this matchup is just
They have the answer.
Dude,
impossible.
Abaddon looks like such a huge favorite for bot TI. He is 2-0'd against Lone Druid, 2-0'd against Shadow Demon. He has a reincarnation that actually works in bot TI. If you guys don't know, the reincarnation for Wraith King and the reincarnation talent for Undying has been pulled away as it causes too many bugs and problems. But Abaddon and his borrowed time seem to work just fine. You don't even have to push a button. He gets that free second life. So all these heroes that have mighty ultimates, he's able to just shrug off and then fight on. So who could stop that? And is Batrider the answer? Nope.
No. Abaddon.
Zero chance for Bat.
Anything. Stacking Napalm, shield, it's gone.
There's no way you beat the ultis. If you're going to win, it's level 5, but you don't win level 5. Not against
To be
shield.
fair, we've seen some throws, right? Like we've seen a couple of them. The Legion, we thought there wasn't a chance. If Bat's going to do it, it has to be right now. You have to win this one.
The best thing that will happen for the Batrider in this matchup is that Batten will shield himself early. Right?
true.
I think on site,
That's
they might shield.
It's like, how good is that, though? Because you died to this shield.
I'm not sure if they'll die to the AoE shield, and then it does mean that they'll be able to stack napalms after that, right? So almost every single napalm will be able to stack up on a man.
I think the best thing that can happen is the bot code goes back to the, hey, there's Firefly there, I don't want to stand in it, and the Abaddons run away.
Yeah.
And Bat just
But then that's
kills
still
it.
bad because if that draws out long enough, then you get a second round of shields, and then the Batriders definitely don't survive through
It's
that.
an
one.
8-second cooldown. Like 8-second cooldown on shield. That's so hard to deal with.
There's no convincing me to go for Batrider. I'll say that now.
Abaddon.
Abaddon.
Yep.
All right, we are
Get
all
those
there.
Prediction rates up.
He could be top seed for the whole thing. Undefeated still, coming all the way through. I don't think I mentioned Batrider in his history at all as we get into the match. He had that first round against PL, which was quite clowny, and then got the 2-0 against Lycan.
Yeah, he beat a bunch of melee carries, which is kind of ideal situation for Batrider, but now he's facing against kind of a nuker and one of the weirdest heroes for bot TI simply because he's like the antithesis to every single nuking hero that has gone so far in the tournament.
Yeah. All right. Does Abaddon run away
He gets
first?
there early.
There's
They just shield each other.
God, they kind of stack them on top of each other, but it doesn't matter because you're still getting the damage. They are running out of the fire a bit. At least the low health one is.
Ultimately, though,
But
the shield cooldown is too
bad.
good. And
Okay,
they just heal each other up and pop more nukes.
We saw the second layer of shields coming out even.
Just like perfect autopilot coding that is really little room for error in this hero. Really
So
little
here's
room.
another question. Is their ulti going to pop even? I don't know if it is.
Maybe one at most.
Maybe, yeah.
Whichever one they focus, but it'll be another 5-0, and I think one ulti will be popped.
Okay.
Possibly not.
Yeah. Let's just take a gander here at what round 2 does look like. Again, they each get level 15. They each get 10k of items. These are items that are popular within the pubs according to Dota Buff.
Did
Blade Mail,
Abaddon,
by the way.
how many Abaddons have actually died in their matchups? Because he's won every single game.
Who he lost? I want to say he lost 1 out of 5 in his last matchup, if I recall. Because I remember being a bit surprised. He was
He
against.
could be the top seed.
Yeah.
Who was he versing in the last round?
Shadow
Play
Demon?
Shadow Demon.
Okay, I think he lost.
Oh, that's right.
one
There
or
was 2
two.
Abaddons.
Yeah.
Oh, he
They
lost
had-
a few. Yeah. Okay.
They got 2 Soul Catcher Abaddons. I remember that.
Okay.
But I don't think there's any that's lost none yet, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know if I've seen
Enigma?
someone win
Maybe
and never
Enigma.
lose anyone the whole way through. Maybe Enigma.
Enigma's
Maybe
just
Enigma.
5-0'd everyone, maybe?
We're just thinking of that
that
Coddle
seems
match,
good to
though.
be true.
Yeah.
I think
God,
every
that was
Enigma match
so
has been
bad.
5 Midnight Pulse insta-wins.
Yeah. Huh. And again, it may be a Batten who can win that matchup, too.
Yeah.
He can actually survive through Midnight Pulse enough to right-click down. Oh, I don't know, black holes, too? Double black holes? That's
Well-
actually good. That could be grand finals right there.
And then you have someone like Zeus who will lose his level 5, so he might not get a high seed, but you put him against Enigma when he's level 15, 25, he could just blow up
you're
Enigma
right.
with ulti.
Yeah.
Dang, the top 16 is going to be hype. I've heard it's incredibly hype. Let's see who's going to be joining.
ABBA.
It's going to be ABBA. It's likely to be ABBA.
Yeah.
Show us how, out of 14 million simulations, how Batrider actually won, Lumi. Show us how it worked out this way.
Ags Lasso.
I don't think we've seen too many double lasso Ags things happening, really. But let's see what Batrider does and does with it.
God, he's so fast, too.
All right.
Immediately taken off.
Yep, they run. They're eating so much damage as the blade
Abba's
rail
there.
burns.
Where are they? They're just all over the place.
What the hell is happening?
This is like the
I mean, it's
Knights,
still over.
Lord of
It
the
is
Rings
over.
running
That
around
was-
hunting down everybody. Oh,
That's a
died at the
5-0.
end.
That's a 5-0 still. They had 5 when it ended.
that's true.
Yeah.
That may be the ruling on that. Wow. Okay. Well, not too convincing there at all from Batrider. Abaddon just 2-0'd again up into the top 16, wagering he's going to have a super high seed on that. I'm sure a lot of Abaddon fans out there are super happy. Could likely see him go all the way. He's top 4 in my book for sure. Top 4, top 3.
Yeah, he's a little lucky that he hasn't lost any of his round ones. I think there are definitely some heroes that can beat him in round 1 pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I think there are maybe certain carries who can beat him round 1 and round 3, but not round 2, you know?
The borrowed time just really adds a whole new layer to his form. Let's move on to our next matchup here. We
That's what I'm
have
hyped for.
Undying versus Faceless Void.
Oh, man.
Crossing my
sounds
fingers
super
for this
cool.
one. This is difficult, but I am definitely cheering for Undying. And
I'm a
it's got
fan
to
of the
be him winning this
Chronospheres.
one. And I think it's maybe winning the
Which
second
other
one. I don't
Yeah.
know.
How does he live against the Chronos?
That's the
I
tough
don't know.
one.
But
Because
he's
they
definitely
stack it
winning
up
this
too.
one.
There's a Battle Fury Mask of Magnus Void in the Chrono.
I think he could, like,
Focus the two.
better bots could win second and third round because there would. The thing is that I don't think they can kill all the Undyings, and then if just one or two Undyings actually use Soul Rip on themselves to heal, they have all these tombstones out.
Yeah.
They might just be able to out survive.
I think it depends on if they get the chrono off right at the start too. I'm taking Undying for this one, but he needs this win here because
Yeah.
second round
Yeah,
gets really tough.
This is a must-win for Undying. I don't know how he wins either of the next two, but we can get to that point. But right now,
But right now, the
Tombstone
shoe's
should
on
be
the
good.
other foot.
Yeah.
I don't see how Void wins.
Yeah,
I'm
as good
with you
as I think
guys.
Void's done okay on these level 5s because he can time walk off the initial kind of burst from heroes. But Undying, Decay, yeah, you maybe time walk off the damage, but you're losing your health regardless. You're gonna have a bazillion zombies on you.
It's gonna be like 300 HP Void or something.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna have 11 strength left.
It is.
That's not great.
It should be
Shrimpy,
very
shrimpy,
Undying
shrimpy.
favored. Yeah.
Let's see. I want to see this level 1 matchup. We'll get into it now. Undying feels like for the most of us, he needs this win to move on. He's coming off of a bye in round 1, a 2-0 against Tinker, Faceless Void, 2-1 against Shadow Fiend, and a 2-0 against Drow. Now his
Still Undying.
first melee competition now. Undying. Reminder, he will not be able to use his reincarnation talent. Future rounds. All right, the zombies and decays are out, and the voids come falling on down.
Feast, my brothers. Woo! All right.
Easy
Now,
peasy.
now you have to theorycraft. How does he beat Chronosphere? Like, is he gonna body block with zombies and tombstones so that the void can't reach him because he surrounds himself with 5 tombstones? Creates a wall. You build a wall of tombstones. Keep the void out of your country. Is that what goes on here?
Now, they did not stack Chronos last time. They were actually pretty good
Yeah,
about
they're
using
really
them
good.
one at a time,
Yeah.
which is kind of scary.
I want to see the items. Do you think he gets blade mail?
Yeah, he does.
Ooh.
There's hope.
Yeah.
I think Undying has this. Unless they are so grouped up that they're all getting hit by Battle Fury hits, I have to believe that one of these Undyings will survive. And then if he survives and he casts a Decay, especially if they cast a Decay before they get Tombstone, that is so much strength.
It's also like if they're insta blade mail, like Void may just kill himself in the blade mail too.
Or maybe he freaks out and goes, don't right-click the blade mail, just like somebody did that, right? Skywrath Mage did not cast spells on blade mail.
Yeah.
He was like, you are too squishy to do that, sir.
They're going to chrono and
Don't
be like,
do it.
oh, he's blade mailed. I can't do this. And they're going to wait.
Undying's doing it, baby.
Yeah.
I think he might.
Look, the bubble is too strong. Void's coming in. He's going to wreck Undying's home up.
He's going to Mask of Madness and hurt himself more because of the minus armor and the blade mail going together. He is going to take some damage. Undying got it, baby.
I am also an Undying believer here. It looks like, Parker, you're on the Void train alone. You have no face. All right. Let's see how we go moving forward. Can Undying creep this win as a 2-0 away from Faceless Void to earn a spot at the main stage and not even have to worry about reincarnation?
Parker, these Undyings are going to moonwalk all over.
What's
the
Void's
Faceless
toy?
Void
Has he got a
bodies.
taunt? I feel like he needs
Yeah,
a
he's
taunt.
got the dancing one. He's a dancer
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yeah. This is
The
gonna
battle
come
of
with
the
little
dance
jingle.
offs.
Let's go. Blade mail's out.
Decays.
Oh, my God! Decayed!
Oh, my God. Let me suck the life out of your body.
They literally lost 50 strength
Damn.
each.
Dude, Undying's starting to look pretty good for the main event. Wow.
Chrono
Does
cast
not need
range is meant to be longer than the decay cast range. I don't
If
know
he
what's
had
going on here.
reincarnation, I'd say Undying could have taken
I think
the
it was
whole
the blade
thing.
mail. I think he was like,
Yeah.
He saw that and was like, can't do shit.
don't chrono during, you can't
Yeah.
right click him. Don't chrono.
Very sad exit for Void, who goes out without using his
Chrono.
signature spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell was that? It's pretty bad.
Damn.
Disappointing, Void. Disappointing.
Damn.
He's time dilation though. There you go.
So who do we think could beat Undying, you think? In the
Anybody
16?
with burst damage.
Who's he verse? Oh, I guess we don't know who's versing.
Yeah.
Warlock probably, I
I
think.
think he would still be able to get
Yeah,
the jump
Warlock.
onto him.
Warlock should be fine.
Oh,
Abba.
DK would struggle. DK's just going to get mass decayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just lose.
Woo. All right, cool. All right, well, we got what looks like one more match for this quadrant. But before that, guys, oh boy,
Another one.
we got another one.
Oh, dear.
A special announcement from the commissioner himself, Blaze. Every time this man has to come out and speak, there is controversy. I can't wait to hear what he has to say and how salty everyone's going to get. Let's check it out.
Hello, Batia, fans and viewers. This is Commissioner Blaze. I have no announcement to make. Thank you for watching Batia.
Yeah, the people not going to be happy about this one.
I was like, what could have possibly gone wrong?
I thought about bringing back Meepo. You know, his level 5 was rigged. Where was the ultimate? Commissioner Blaze, this establishment, it's a fucking fraud.
All the
You know what
branch
it was?
gators.
No
You know what was
penalty.
on that
Play
piece
on.
of paper? It was literally a list of like Meepo not having ultimate, extra branches on Bloodseeker. It was a list of all those cards. He holds it up, looks at it. I have nothing to say.
Not good enough. Not worth the karma. You didn't bribe him. You
Yeah.
didn't slip the money under the table or anything like that. So therefore, nothing further.
You know who is in the commissioner's pockets now.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
We'll move
You know,
on.
I have the stream looking in like full view on my big ass monitor, and Blaze staring at me. I could just like feel fear. This man, his words determine everything for this tournament. Scary
Rumor
guy.
has it he is a host. He is a robot himself. But,
That's
he's like the actual puppeteer behind all of Bati. All right, guys, let's get into this match before we close out this quadrant and cut to a break. We have, this should be a fun one right here. Elder Titan versus Timbersaw. We have Elder Titan coming in off of a bye and a 2-0 win against Techies. Timbersaw got the win against Slark 2-1 and took down Skywrath Mage 2-0. And Skywrath Mage, as we know, was another huge nuking bomb hero, but the Chakrams were just too powerful. So how is this going to pan out?
They're going to get stomped.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah. Bonus damage from the Astral if they don't die during it. It should be level 5 pretty good for ET.
The advantage of the bots is that whatever dumbass shit that they do, they all do it together, right? And with Elder Titan, that's a big advantage because you all stomp and then you all go, let's right-click that guy. And they all punch him at the same time. And then they're like, next, I'll punch him in together. And that just leaves no real room for Timbersaw. Like, he's not going to dodge the stomp, so he's not going to have any gameplay. Maybe he gets off Whirling Death when he's woken up to 5 staple guns to the head.
I think that there's a chance. Natural Order hurts a lot. Like, if it wasn't for Natural Order, I'd be taking Timbersaw here because it's 40% like base magic resistance reduction. So he's got like 12 magic resistance or something, which means that it's taking like, I don't know, 100 or like 300 damage roughly from the stomp, I want to say. And I think that might just be too much. But I think that he comes back later. This one's, I'm going ET though.
That's if he casts Stomp. What if he casts Spirit?
He'll cast
and just
both.
right-click.
No, he's cast Stomp every single time. Just like Legion Commander has casted Overwhelming Odds every single time.
God damn it.
And based on history, this will work in our favor.
All right, you convinced me. I'm going Timber.
That's enough? That's enough for the push?
I mean, if they don't stomp, it is 5 Whirling Deaths again, and Whirling Deaths does stack. It's 5 Whirling Deaths against a Strength hero.
Screw it. I'm going Timber. I believe in this guy.
Going for Timber, I feel like, is definitely banking on ill bot behavior on Elder Titan's part for sure.
It's happened.
I feel like it has happened many a time.
I was about to say, I feel like more than 50% of this tournament is bad bot behavior.
Yeah, this round has been quite a lot of nerves for these bots right now.
Yeah.
But
they know the main event's on the line.
Yeah, they know. This is where you get the all expenses paid trip to going nowhere at all. And I feel like Elder Titan will not choke. Elder Titan's got this one. Round 1 will belong to him.
Look at that stare.
I'll
on the bottom
reevaluate.
left. Look at him. Right?
He's looking at me like, did you even have to think about it?
Yeah, that is a
This
face.
guy can't even. Timber's looking right at him like, don't look at him. Look at me. We're about to throw down. So I don't know.
75% stat reduction. Ooh.
Look at it this way, Dakota. That man literally does not blink because he's frozen.
I'm with Elder Titan here. I'm with the
Elder
frozen
Titan.
one. All right.
ET.
3 on ET, 1 on Timber. Round 1.
Well, there. Calm down there, Lumi. This was 11:30 p.m. Another round of bot matches for
I
Lumi.
had to
He's
simulate
like, oh,
this
Jesus.
12 times. This one's been simulated because he didn't stomp every time.
He was into his drinks a little bit going into this.
Spread out. Get away from each
Elder
other.
Titan there nice and early.
Oh, Whirling Death. It's doing pretty good.
1 stomp, 2 stomp.
They
And
all.
right-clicks.
Oh God, it is. They're not.
They're still stomping.
Oh.
That nice
They staggered
cosmetic
him this
stuff.
time. This is new behavior coming out.
Better stomping behavior, but worse right-clicking behavior.
Yeah.
Remember, because when they all stomped together, it also meant they all punched together, and they all punched the same target. This time around, they weren't hitting together, and they were hitting different targets.
All right. Timber have a chance now that Chakram's online. You could just,
Yes.
you know he's going to throw them all out.
We've seen Timber delete every opponent with his level 15 and
Meteor Hammer?
25.
I am now online.
Both
Ready
sides
to go.
have blade mail. Ooh.
Oh, not the meteor hammer! Not again!
Well, did he have this last time? He was the first hero with Meteor Hammer to actually win because he did not prioritize it. He used his ultimate first.
But Chakram's still gonna go out, and they're gonna be standing in the Chakram.
Freaking out.
So you're thinking, Timber, like, hear me out.
Okay.
Both sides have blade mail.
Yeah.
Insta blade mail. Who does insta damage? Timbersaw. He's going to throw his chakrams, instantly take damage from the blade mail. ET, he's going to drop his ultimate. Timber's blade mail's not too useful because the damage is delayed. So those blade mails don't come into play, whereas ET's getting insta value out of his. As long as he drops some spells in there, he should win.
Okay, but The Timbersaw is doing pure damage.
Yeah. Which is a double-edged sword because it's pure damage coming back in the blade mail too.
I'm with Timber here, guys.
E.T.
You're doing ET?
He's got, the Yules and the Meteor Hammer, the two worst items we've seen. They cancel each other out. That's how I see this.
I did not like how slow ET was to Spirit Stomp. Like, they actually got close enough to Whirling Death.
Yeah.
Which in this case means just a lot more Chakram damage.
Yeah,
instead.
they're gonna
like, could be
insta-die.
double Chakram from every single one. They all get double Chakram.
Wouldn't they just insta blade mail all that damage?
You have maxed out natural order too. You've got a magic resistance talent on ET, so even if you get close with the other abilities, you're going to be taking less magical damage.
Maybe they'll self. I mean, self-heals is probably not a good idea at all. Maybe they'll offensive heals.
Oh, that's right. They're going to use to try and dodge the.
I don't know. They're going to
dodge
use to
Timbersaw.
dodge the chakram and then just die
Yeah.
when they drop down. Oh no.
Don't try to bury me. Timbersaw.
It's ET.
Alright.
I still believe.
I'll go ET.
Yeah.
All right, you guys are ET over there. We're Timbersaw over here. Let's check out round 2, level 15. Let's go. I feel like this is the Chakram's gonna be there, guys. The Eltine's not even gonna have a chance.
Let's
He's gonna
go,
be
Blade
Swiss
Mail.
cheese. The blade mail may happen. It may do some damage, but
Well,
Don't-
they're
no big
way faster. Look at the movement speed on
your
ET.
Yules.
here he goes.
Yo, they're going to be spread out. They're not all going to get hit by the chakra.
Wow,
This is
they're there
great
fast.
for ET. Look at this.
Oh god, the choke.
No, the
Oh
ulti's
god,
coming
so
out
many
though.
stuff. Oh, one Timber Chain away.
Oh.
One Timber Chain away.
Dodge?
What?
Meteor
What is it?
hammer.
The meteor hammers. They're coming down. They're doing it.
Oh, Chakram kill him. Chakram kill him.
Come on, Timber, fight your way through.
Stomp
Timber
again.
Chain through.
Oh, last
Timber
one,
Chain
last
through.
one.
Timber
Nice.
Chain
Timber
away.
Chain, Timber
Timber
Chain
Chain
away.
away.
Timber
Timber
Chain.
Chain away.
Timber
You
Chain.
fool.
Freaking son of a.
The one-on-one bot AI is, I have spell. No, it is 1v1. I punch. You punch. We are men. They refuse to use spells in 1v1s.
Oh, that could have been so different in so many different ways.
That's the
movement
first
speed.
Timber Chain we've seen all tournament long.
Yeah.
He actually finally used it.
Oh, I'm so hyped for this. Level
Yeah, he Timber
25,
chained
though.
himself right out of this tournament, though.
No,
unfortunately.
it's 2-0, right?
It's 2-0.
He's out.
Oh,
He's
you're
done.
right.
He's
Damn
gone.
it.
He Timber chained away. He's gone.
I went to Timbersaw just because he was a
Elder Titan cleans it up. 2-0. Elder Titan.
sad time.
I mean, Elder Titan got the bye, a 2-0 and a 2-0. He's going to be pretty high seeded in the round of 16. I don't know if I favor him as a top 4, but I mean, having Blade Mail in that second round
Yep.
with Natural Order is really nice, and the
Yeah,
stomping
his-
in round 1 is also really nice.
His
He could be
big
a round
issue-
2 killer.
His big issue is the delayed damage with the ulti and his spells. Like, they're
Yeah.
not instant. You go up against these instant, like, Warlock and Zeuses, you may just die.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
But
went
that's-
into Techies and Timbersaw. Like both of those are very
yeah.
slow down.
But that's where the Blade Mail may steal you a win. Like, if he goes up
Sure.
against Zeus with Blade Mail, maybe he wins 15.
Yeah. All right. Exciting
May have
stuff. Let's see our updated predictions here before we cut to this break. 68, 74, 74, 61. Everyone's still kind of middle of the road. These two gentlemen still kind of moving ahead.
Oh, he's been dethroned.
Can Llama.
Oh my
Locker.
The
you got
nerves are real. Locker has stepped up as the new lord of predictions with 69 points. Giggity. And he's holding on strong. Didn't get
Llama
that
having a
Undying
bad
for his
day.
Faceless Void, though, but
So that means
Can Llama got 5 wrong out of, like, 7 today.
Can
today
Llama-
has been a hard day for Llama.
Dang.
he got the Zeus Magnus wrong. Oh come on, Can Llama.
Fantasy.bts.gg to follow along, check the bracket, and make your own predictions. And reminder again that if you were not able to join in on the predictions for this part of the group stage, don't worry. They're going to start over for the playoffs. So you can start with everybody this weekend and get in on all the action. All right, we cut to one more break. And when we come back, it's the final 4 matches to round out the top 16 for Bot TI. We'll see you soon for it. Welcome on back, everybody, to more Bot TI action. This is it, guys. The final stretch before it's time to suit up and get ready for the big stage, TI, Bot TI, here in July. It's an exciting time. Only 4 more matches, and then we get into it. And I've also received word that at the conclusion of the matches today, we will be able to reveal the top 16 bracket and all of its seeds. So when we're done today, we'll be able to look at the graphic, maybe do a little bit of discussion, a little bit of pre-analysis of it, And then we have a follow-up special announcement after that. So lots of exciting stuff to come. Welcome back. How we feeling? It's been quite a journey. Are you sad that we've already managed to whittle our way from, 115 heroes, now down to about 16?
No,
Okay.
I am not at all, because I am excited to see these final heroes in action. As you keep on talking about, apparently round of 16 is pretty hype, and I can see exactly why, because every single one of these winners of the round of 32, I go, that hero can go far.
Yep.
And well, they've already made it pretty far, and they're going to match up against other heroes who we are talking about are really strong. So it seems kind of we're going to have some crazy clashes.
There's a petition starting up. I think everyone should go sign that the winner of this should receive an Arcana.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is the closest thing to this is the Arcana vote, except this is all skill.
Yep.
Arcana vote, pure popularity contest. No one likes that.
Yeah.
Particularly us here who run summits, we never do popularity contests. That
No.
stuff's that's for chumps.
I mean, you can make it happen. People who are signing this petition, Reddit, whatever. You can make it happen if the winner ends up still being in the Arcana vote. Then everyone
That's a
just
good point.
agrees that they
Yeah.
just put their vote in for that hero.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. And then
Or
we'll
was that?
see it somewhere in the future. But,
There you go. Or the
it'll
winner of
happen.
the Arcana vote gets challenged by the winner of Bot TI.
Yeah. And
You're like,
they throw
"Look,
it down
I
in a
challenge
1v1. OpenAI has to create the code for both of them, and then they just go at it.
There we
oh,
go.
that'd be
I
so
love it.
sick. All right. Hype stuff. Why don't we get into it, guys? It's time to close out the group stage of Bot TI. So our first matchup here, it looks like it is none other than Troll Warlord versus Luna. Late game, agility cores, 5 branches means that this was simulated a couple of times. So it must be a spicy match.
Every single time it comes to the troll, I say, man, I would like Troll a whole lot more if he just had the higher levels and whirling axes.
Yeah.
But then he still wins anyway.
Yeah, his laning in like normal Dota games is incredibly strong. He's just got good stats. He's a good fighter, good brawler, has 2 nukes that he can kind of interchange between. The mischance is very high percent mischance.
He
See, I
beat
think,
Weaver
though,
in the
Luna-
level 1 matchup, but I don't think he beat Wraith King.
Luna feels like a different beast to me though, because she's got a pretty high damage nuke on a really low cooldown, and I think you can get 2 rounds of it off with probably at least 3 Lunas, and then all 5 of them should get at least 1. If there's no Lucent Beam though, I think this is pretty easy for Troll, but I think that might make the difference, because I think you can probably blow at least 1 or 2 Trolls up.
Now, Luna had that round 1 against Chen 2-0, and then round 2 faced Meepo and got the 2-1 and took him out of the tournament. I am not favoring really either of these two to be actually strong competitors in the round of 16, if I'm being honest.
No.
I feel like they've both kind of scooted their way. You briefly acknowledged, but like Troll's second round was against Wraith King, who didn't even have reincarnation. Like it's like
Neither has versed that big AoE spell yet.
Yeah.
Meepo was maybe the closest thing to it, but even he was hampered a bit. So, I mean, Luna Eclipse is kind of theoretically a decent ulti. It just doesn't seem as scary because it doesn't have that insta-kill potential that, like, Timber, who we just saw, has, or ET. They've just boom, you're dead right away. Eclipse is like this gradual damage.
The other thing is they're both BKB cores, right? Like that's how they're balanced, is around that item. And therefore, if you don't have that item and it's completely taken out, then you're kind of just going to get owned.
Yep. Troll's, mentioned his skill build. His item build was even super questionable. He had like no stat items. He was like pure glass cannon, which doesn't look too good in some of these matchups where you need to survive that initial burst damage.
So as
I'm
far
gonna go
as
Troll.
round 1, round 1 where is a Troll over
I
here.
will also go Troll. I think it's really
Luna.
close.
Troll, 1 Luna. I'm gonna go with Troll for round 1 on this one. Sorry, Gabe, you're on your own here for Luna.
What else is new?
But
It's funny how it's like it's a question of like, do you like the strong single target spell or the weak AoE spell?
Right.
True.
this
Yeah.
weak AoE somehow prevails.
And will they use both the ranged axe and the melee axes?
Yeah.
If they go melee and get the melee axes off, I think they win, but we've seen a variety of decision making from this Troll.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, nighttime.
Oh, no.
That's a difference maker.
All right,
Luna
Luna's going to
blessing.
have the bit of vision and start popping off the nukes,
Oh.
or no.
Where are the lucid beams?
They're just getting tomahawked to the
Are they
face,
gonna
and they're
change their
stunned. Do they need to change their strat? Looks like, unfortunately, without casting spells,
Oh,
Luna.
the troll went melee at the very end.
What?
One of the Lunas walked in on melee range, and they're like, hey, I guess
We're
we'll
already
turn
here.
melee.
Yeah, we're already here, so why not?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, sometimes, I don't know.
Wow. All right. Well, certainly with an ultimate, Luna should cast that spell, right?
Yeah,
And
we've
even if they
seen
do-
I think so.
we've seen Eclipse usage.
Is that
And
enough?
for that reason, I believe Troll will lose the next round unless he has Blade Mail.
Nope.
He does not. He has this SMY, the stat item here.
There's
though.
a Shadow Blade. There we go.
Oh, will he go invis? They often just go invis and then pop out a bit later. Sometimes they do dodge damage.
If
They
Easy
go
bot-
invis a lot when they're low HP.
Yes. And then stay invis for like a few seconds maybe.
Yeah.
They don't often go invis when they're healthy.
Huh.
God, I feel like that
It's
they would
tough.
be so. That would be so above an easy bot to just go invis mid Eclipse.
I could see that being the reason that they win, though. I could see like 3 different trolls all going invis at like 300 HP or something, and then attacking a couple seconds later.
Coming out with like melee bashes.
whirly
Yeah.
axes, yeah, something like
If
that.
they come out in melee form with the whirling axes, I don't think if Luna doesn't Lucent Beam, she just loses that right-click battle.
But you also have Manta and Glaives, and if there's a couple of them left, that's pretty rough too.
I think Manta disappears pretty quickly to the whirling axes.
They may just, the illusions typically insta-die to these AoE spells.
Some Lunas I feel like are going to be showing up a little late, maybe with the Eclipses. I feel like I wouldn't anticipate it's going to be like all 5 Eclipses are going to be dropped at once. Like they
No,
may
it's-
invis off the first, and then there might be still follow-up Eclipses that could
Yeah.
still do
Often
some
it's
work.
like 2 or 3 use them, 1 or 2 just don't even use it the
Yeah.
entire matchup for whatever reason. So
Yeah, or maybe they just don't use it. Who knows?
this really feels pretty 50-50 to me.
Yeah.
They've been saving up their Lucid
Luna.
Beams from last round. They're going for it this time.
Who
Luna.
will raise the finger?
The
Well,
power
Luna.
of the moon.
I will go Luna. I think the Eclipse is a pretty good guarantee it's going to come out, and if enough of them come out, they should win it.
All right. I will go Troll. I am brave. Let's go, my man. Show me the Shadow Blade Eclipse play and how you are going to just steal this series away. He took first round, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Troll did? Yeah, that'll be
Yep.
a 2-0.
Let's
See,
see if he
Lumi's
can
been
do it.
trolling us this whole freaking event, and he trolled us again to make Luna lose the first match so we get to 25. That's what's going on.
Let's see. Will the Lucent Beams happen? Will the Eclipses...
Why does someone have 35 denies?
Insta-Mantas.
Oh!
Insta-destruction.
No
No Eclipse Necessito.
needed.
The blender of Luna.
Well-
okay, they do not kill the Manta illusion.
if neither one of them cast spells, I guess it's really easy for Luna at that
Yeah.
point.
Wow. So Luna didn't even need to Eclipse or anything, boys. I got egg on my
Luna
face now.
gets Butterfly Satanic at level 25. I think I know where I'm going.
Dang. Yeah, I don't know how this gets any easier for Troll. Or better.
I think Troll might
At
have an
all.
MKB, but
Manta illusions
Manta.
will survive this time around just because the amount of stats
But
you
Battle
have.
Trance dispels.
that
God, that is so
dispels nothing.
That's so bad.
Yeah. How is that a level 25 talent? That should be
What
like a
game-
level
what-
15 talent.
What games are you guys getting? Where are you getting Battle Trance spells? What?
Well, it's because they're not buying a BKB.
It should be Battle Trance like dispels enemies in an AoE around you. Like that would make it good. If you could
Maybe
dispel
that's what they
enemies.
think happens.
Yeah,
Maybe
they're
they're
like,
always playing
"Ooh."
against Omni Knight and they just
That would make it actually viable, you know.
That'd be cool. Yeah, we're
Luna.
definitely going Luna.
Luna.
power of the
Troll.
light.
Troll, I
Oh,
tried to back you,
Cinnamon.
but I can't do it. I can't back you again, my man. That was your best chance at trying a 2-0. I think Luna just gets better. Better with age, better with experience. So let's see
Now
if she
he's-
can pull it back.
Silver Edge in and break the glaives. That's the only hope.
It's never happened. Will it start today?
I don't
They
think so.
will use silver edges, actually. I've seen a few breaks, but it's never like an initiation.
Yeah.
And there's Manta style, so chances are he's going to hit an illusion.
Let's see what happens.
The quickest death ever.
Ah.
Oh, broken?
Eclipses.
Ion Cannon City.
Yeah. killed some Manta illusions, it looked like.
I gotta say, Luna performed a bit better than I was giving her credit for at the start of the series.
Yeah.
I don't know, though, if it's still better than the best we've seen.
That did not feel like a round 3 matchup. That felt like a round 1 matchup.
Yeah.
That was.
She just got lucky, and now she's going to main stage.
Yeah. I feel
Likely
like
with a low seed.
a lot of the eliminated heroes would have beat Luna, like the Queen of Pain, I don't know, whatever Timbersaw we just saw lose.
Yeah.
A lot of these heroes would have definitely beat Luna.
I think either of our next two might have beaten her too.
Well, she does make it to top 16, so she is not in the money because there's no money. All right, next round is going to be Warlock versus Alchemist. Warlock, this guy is coming in feeling like he's one of the best in Bot TI. He has a record of 2-1 against Tiny and 2-1 against Morphling, so potentially isn't even going to be seeded high at all in the top 16. Has Alchemist now in front of him.
Nor should he. Remember, he didn't cast his spells.
Warlock?
That's true.
Yeah.
At the level 5, though.
At level 5.
Yeah, level 5, he's a bit of a chump. He
He's
does not do
sandbags.
much.
Doesn't do
He is
anything.
the king of level 15 and 25 from what we've seen. So Cinder in the chat, he was saying, I don't think anyone except Abaddon can beat Warlock. It just feels like when he has the rocks, because he has Zags at both 15 and 25.
He
just
doesn't take
seems
damage from
unbeatable.
blade mail from it either. Like
Yeah.
that's gonna be all back the other direction.
He does. I guess he can blade mail the fatal bonds damage, but the majority,
yeah.
a lot of the damage, he's not blade mailing, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, he's really good. He likes to sandbag in the first round, though.
But yeah, level 5, he's lost.
The acid spray stacks.
Yes,
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Alchemist.
Alk, we'll ride your back, but just for this one round, probably, and then we're gonna let you go a bit further.
Yeah, in this round we're all the little gnome.
Yeah. Let's see.
I like to root for the underdog, but
Not in this case. I'd like to see a scenario where this Warlock could somehow pull it off. But here we go.
The funny part is, theoretically, Warlock is not that terrible at level 5, but he just doesn't cast. He never offensive Shadow Words, and half the time he doesn't cast.
Oh my god, that's right. Last
his
time it was
bonds.
so
He
embarrassing.
used 0 fatal bonds. I remember thinking
He's
he
gonna
would win.
heal
at
his
him.
own team again.
the punches.
Oh, what?
He used
Look
it
at
very
that.
late.
An offensive Shadow Words.
If he insta 5 fatal bonds offensively and 5 shadow words offensively, he theoretically wins
Yeah.
level 5.
Yeah.
Or at
Yeah, but
least
that's
it's
too
close.
much work.
Yeah.
It's easier to just hit the R button and win that
It is
way.
hard.
It's like, I could just lose this first round, and then the next 2 rounds I could just hit the R button, and then later I could just die and still be fine because more
What?
ults will come out.
Why can't meteors just come from outer space and kill my enemies for me?
So I don't know. Is there a simulation where Alchemist could cobble together something with this armlet radiance and make it work?
I think it needs to happen at 25 if it happens at all. This one is really tough.
If he had like the only scenario I'd see is like an Aeon disc where he can drop acid and then just survive long enough for Warlock to die. I don't know, or like a hard. Or, I don't know.
I'm trying to think whether Alchemist has a better chance here or the other one. Because here, acid spray stack. It's basically like he has to survive long enough for acid spray
The glimmer helps
to kill, right? And I think
Yeah.
acid spray and radiance, those 2 forms of AoE damage, are at its peak strength.
Sure.
Compared to level 25, where Warlock will just have more stats, so it just takes longer.
But Alchemist
to kill him.
isn't at his like peak survivability. Like the 25, he's going to be
Yeah.
have Octarine. He's going to have like 3,000 health maybe.
I mean, I think offensive speaking, like at that point, it doesn't matter how much survivability you have. I
Yeah,
think
you're
Warlock
dead
is just
to
like,
rock.
so incredibly
Yep.
strong.
Yeah.
I personally think that if Alchemist could possibly do it, it's going to be
Has to be
winning
now.
this round with stacking acid sprays
But
and
is he even
radiance damage.
close to doing? I don't even think that still
I don't
feels
think
like
but
a
not
10
convincingly
10%
enough
chance,
to,
if
to
that.
make you even bet. It's not even good enough odds where it's like, that's a value bet. No, I don't even think it's a value bet. To
I
be
mean,
honest with
Warlock
you.
has 1,800 HP. He has
Yeah.
really high strength gain for an
And
intelligence
also
hero.
a ghost scepter. So
Yeah,
ghost scepter glimmer cape.
that's pretty good against the physical damage on Alk's side.
Also,
Warlock.
he doesn't instantly throw his unstable concoction, which would be another spell he could use to win, but he
Yeah.
won't.
It's like this acid, then he starts channeling the stun, and
It's going to be the dub drop
Yep.
of the rock. That's going to just be the end here for Alk. I'm assured, but likely to see the round 3. So let's get into round number 2 action. Level 15 and 10k net worth of items. We'll see if it's going to be good enough for Alk.
God,
Who did
so
we
many
theorize?
rocks.
Abaddon would probably be one of the few who could stop Warlock, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe Zeus if he insta-ulties 5
Yeah.
times with the Nimbuses. Because he put the
Wasn't
Nimbus on
Pugna
wall.
one?
Maybe, yeah,
Oh.
Pugna too.
Yeah,
That's
But
the
he
thing,
lost, right?
Yeah, he lost.
Oh,
That's the
right,
thing. It's
yeah,
like
of
Warlock's
course.
damage is not instant. So
All
there are other
here we
heroes who are
go.
going to be faster.
The bonds, the rocks. And it's over.
Just
For a moment there, I thought he was going to get a scratch on Warlock there. He like came right to his shoes and then fell over dead.
Yep.
But Warlock's got it. Now, the survivability, what there was of it, is there enough to help with more items and money thrown into it?
And Warlock gets the refresher now, which is obviously going to
Oh,
double his ulti
God.
potential.
That's right. I was like thinking like, oh, he'll
And-
have the rock on death. No, he'll also have another set of rocks.
Shivas?
And those Warlock talents are pretty good for your rock. Yeah, not just the extra one, and you get the level 25 magic muni.
Isn't
Oh, he doesn't
isn't
get
Flaming
Octarine.
Fist pure
Oh, he doesn't
damage?
get Octarine. He's only got 2.3k health. He's definitely lost.
Isn't Flaming Fist pure damage too? Am I wrong about
No idea,
that?
actually.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he
The,
does have some pretty decent armor.
Yeah, if he was like if he had Octarine and was casting Acid Spray, Shivas, like he would heal a decent amount.
Yeah, this build won't cut it.
Seeing
They
a
also
lot
have-
of no chance for Alk. Yeah.
Yeah, summons a golem on death too. That's the other thing. Like,
Yeah, there'll be
You
like a
start
stun.
taking
You
them
kill
out.
one, you get stunned, and it's
yeah,
not-
Warlock.
They're gonna 5-0 them in 2 seconds again. There's not gonna be any dead warlocks. I don't think.
Flaming
anyway.
Fist is 175 pure damage.
All right,
Yeah,
bring
not
it
bad.
on. I want to
Okay.
see it. Show us why Warlock will cement his spot into the main stage by dropping the rock. He is likely going to be the closing musical performance with the dub rock drop.
I think this is kind of appropriate for Alk to get this far. Like he has a nice stacking AoE spell, but it's not like that amazing. Don't think he's a top 16 hero, but he does feel like a top 32.
It's a lot of damage.
No refreshers.
Wait,
They're living. They're living.
How did?
What?
Where are the rocks? They're not using.
Oh, there they go.
Oh,
Two Warlocks
God.
survived.
One. All right.
That was so close.
That was not a lot of rocks that went down.
They used like
They-
3 out of 10 or
Yeah,
something.
that was weird.
If that. That was
Warlock.
wow.
That was
very
suspect.
close.
Don't do that. I wonder if their code, they're like, whoa. We're only going to refresh after our first rock's done, and then we'll do another
we saw
rock.
some I mean, they didn't even. You'd at least expect all 5 to use it, and they did not do that. That was.
Yeah.
Like the rocks dropped and all the Alks were still like 80%. I'm like, wait, they're not dying. What is this?
I'm not sure if I'm feeling Warlock top 4 anymore after that display.
Unless he's sandbagging for a lower seed just to get an
Hey,
easy run through. That's
His
the only thing I can think of.
His damage is slow. It's a problem.
Yeah, that could be a problem for him. But he does manage to inch by there by the skin of his teeth somehow past Alchemist and into the top 16. Congratulations to Warlock. 2 more matches to go for the round of 32. Our next match, yikes, Sven versus Wisp.
I've gotten very invested in Balti. I was stressed out thinking about who would win this one.
Really?
I don't know
Yeah.
who.
Yeah.
I just couldn't figure out who I think's actually going to win this one. I
The
think-
whole thing?
The whole
right?
thing. Yeah. Looking at the big picture, like I was on the thing and like every single matchup I could decide one or the other in like maybe 10, 15 seconds. This one I was thinking about for
All right, because I feel like
long
most
time.
people look at this face value and they'll just assume Sven should win this easy,
Yeah.
right? Now tell us and remind us why Wisp is actually super good.
I mean, there's 2 things. One's the obvious spirit damage, very good insta-burst damage, kills people before they get close. Very good against melee here. And the second is the kind of self-tether, the heal, like the infinite healing thing we saw in at least one of the earlier rounds.
And the third for this
Third.
matchup is the fact that Stormhammer does not get cast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is
That was the
right.
other.
That was a problem.
That was the other big reason I wasn't just like, yeah, it's Sven.
Sven was still won his matchup before without using a single stun, I think, in that entire
Yeah.
series, right?
He does Godstring.
Did he use it in
he
the
just
first
goes
round?
I don't
Uh,
think he did.
just
First round he
smashes his
used 0
enemy.
stuns. I think he lost round 1. It was a 2-1, right?
No, he did get 2-0 against Bounty Hunter in the first round.
Yeah, that was. But then he had a
right,
2-1 against.
No, and then 2-0 against Chaos Knight.
Oh, he won the right-click battle without stun.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
He's been
man.
flexing his way through his tournament without even using anything except God Strength, really.
Yeah.
The other thing,
If
I don't know if
Stormhammer
Spirits
does
is
not
gonna
get cast, though, I think Wisp wins.
I don't know if Spirits does enough damage to fully kill him off here
Oh,
either.
yes. It does.
But-
It
but
does.
But the thing is that like he also has Warcry, so if he somehow manages to get through that, he's got some armor to be able to deal with the right clicks coming in from Io. So I still think that this one's Io, but the overall is going to be a little bit sketchy.
I feel like the spirit damage has always been deceptively strong. Like I feel like
Yeah.
every time I watch him, I'm like, it's
Yeah,
probably not gonna be that much, but then it always is a lot. And then the tether sustain is ridiculous. So Wisp
I
is
bet
just a
against
killer.
Io, like thinking, okay, they'll survive the spirits and then win. Like Arc Warden, I think was one of the ones I predicted to beat Io, and then it was like, oh wait, the Io spirit damage is that much.
Yeah.
The AOE is really big.
Yeah.
But it's
360.
so you're really banking that it's just Sven not casting a spell. What if he casts a spell? So Sven wins if he casts
Sven
Stormhammer?
wins. Yeah, because his damage is faster at that point, I think.
I'm kind of nervous going on Wisp for this first round, banking that. I feel like it's like nothing happens the same twice. Like he will cast Stormhammer today, and it will work out. I'm getting a scary feeling of that. So that's why I'll say Sven, just because I'm gonna risk it.
I'm gonna go with Io for level 5
I'll
at
go
least.
Io.
Everyone else, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Stormhammer's coming.
It's literally just a coin flip. Will he cast spells or not?
I hope he does. I
to
hope he
be
shows.
determined.
I hope he shows me he can. I was nervous. Oh, there's 4 branches, so
They're going quick.
Maybe on branch run 1, 2, and 3 he did not cast Storm Spirit, but on the 4th branch he did.
Apparently, some of the time it's just they stay in Fountain though. So sometimes it's more branches to make sure they go to the middle.
That's true,
And they
too.
don't use spells. Oh, we're okay with this. We don't care about spells.
He's not casting it. No,
There's
Sven.
not enough damage though.
But they're
Not
inside
enough
the
damage.
spirit. They're
they
inside
won't.
the spirit.
There's not
baby.
enough damage.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
He did not move his spirits in.
The Wisps were really good about controlling their balls before.
Yeah.
Super good. They definitely had the damage. They just literally didn't pull it in.
I don't even know
It's
if
1,500
all of them
damage.
use their spirits too. It looked like maybe 2 or 3 did.
Yeah.
Nerves. Sorry,
Weird.
Wisp.
This could be a 2-0.
Uh-oh.
Could be.
Now
I
should
needed
be.
the level 5. I think Sven gets
Yeah.
scarier because of his health growth, particularly 25. I
Well-
think Sven definitely wins 25. I think I had to win at 2-0.
You see this though? Heart rich.
Yeah, Wisp has probably the
Oh my
best round
God.
2 items ever,
This is-
though. He always has a heart mech like Glimmer. It's
And he has that
ridiculous.
insane talent. Like he reminds me of LC, where his level 15 talent is insanely good, giving him a big edge in the level 15 matchup.
Right.
Is it enough though?
I actually think that Wisp does more damage. Like if you took the HP of Sven last time and how much damage he does, it was 50,000 and then 1,500. I think he does like something like 4K HP
With the spirits.
with the spirits damage because 155
If Sven
times
doesn't
5
walk
times
through.
5.
But you also
So 750 times 5, 1,500, 3K. It's close to 4K.
the other thing to keep in mind here is that there's a big movement speed advantage because Io doesn't have boots, so Sven's going to get to the center a lot quicker. It's like
They won't be
40,
as
almost
grouped
50
up for
movement
the
speed.
spirits, maybe.
Yeah, I think I'm
Huh.
taking Sven.
But oh wait, he's gonna cast God Strength.
Yeah,
he'll
so he
get a
gets
ton of
more
HP.
health.
That's the
He-
one
yeah,
thing he
that's-
he
that's
casts
a-
that and runs in and right clicks. That's all he's
Yeah.
good for, really.
So he gets 20 bonus strength from God Strength.
Yeah.
So it's more like 3k health.
Yeah,
I think Sven will 2-0 this.
Sven.
Scary thing is that infinite heal too, though. I'm taking Sven, but that's
Yeah, Wisp is gonna have to hope there's some sort of crazy heal exploiting happening here for him to get it. I'm going with Sven as well. Seems pretty unanimous.
I think this is going to be a weird one.
Let's see if Sven can get the 2-0 and earn his spot in the top 16, or if Wisp is going to try to survive to round 3.
Funny part is like the cleave damage will trigger all of them. Like they'll all have damage done to them, so they're all gonna tether, and they're all gonna
Then they might get that
they're all
infinite
gonna
healing
receive
thing.
some healing, and they're all gonna get heals as a result. Right?
God, movement speed is so good.
They're tethering.
Oh,
One
first
Sven
one's
down.
done.
No God
Where?
Strength.
God strength. God strength. Oh, they cast a stun.
Oh, it's over for
God
Sven, I
strength,
think.
you
They're infinite.
fools.
Jesus.
Well,
Relocate
Oh
out.
my God! Come
How
on,
do you
Sven!
not God strength? the fuck?
This guy is
that's
so
the
arrogant.
first time Sven has not used God Strength, I would say.
He's just doing
it was.
We're 0 for 2 cap here.
The bot, like, they were like, oh, you want us to cast Stormhammer, huh? Okay. They took God Strength out of their casting ability and put Stormhammer in.
We're going to get one spell from Sven, is what it sounds like.
Have
and
we
just
seen
have to
level
hope it's gonna
25 Wisp?
happen. We have not. It's been
this
2
is
zeros.
hype.
It's been 2 zeros for Wisp up to this
really
point.
hype.
So this is going to be the first time Wisp is going to be taken to round 3. Also, Sven.
Double heart!
This is the first time they both going to round 3.
Oh my god, these
Double
IO
heart!
items. Will he God Strength?
The
50
attack.
health regen? There's
Okay.
no way. There's no way.
Okay. They
50
didn't
talent health
tether,
regen.
though. Like, so much of what they do
Oh.
depends on them tethering each other. And they did not tether in most of these rounds. I think they've only tethered like once or twice out of the entire tournament.
But I think you only need one tether to one other IO, and they never die, right? Because they're going to be taking like AOE damage, so they all heal each other. Double tether.
They need to do the tether back and forth if you want that constant healing.
If
a
3 of
good
them
point.
tether up, I feel like that's just like they're never going to die. It's just crazy. Double
'Cause there's
heart
also
and
the-
50 health regen.
It's also the attack tethered allies target,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
But their
Because
right click
they're
down, I
all-
don't.
500.
Well, that's the other question. Where does IO's damage come from? Like, sure, they can survive and all that, but are they really going to right-click kill a Sven who's going to have 4,000 health if he uses God Strength and a shit ton of armor?
I mean, his HP is not that much different from the last round.
Yeah, the spirits,
Attack,
the
right?
spirits can kill him, but I don't know if
Yeah.
the right clicks will.
Attack tethered allies target. We've got the infinite loop of attacks as well if they tether each other.
Yeah, I don't know. It could bug out like crazy.
He doesn't have Glimmer Cape this time around. That was a big win last time.
A big win with Sven not doing
Look,
anything.
Sven
like,
is
it's
going
just
to
Sven
use.
do something.
He's going to use his ultimate. Sven's got this. I believe.
Yeah,
Y'all
it's
are
like
crazy.
easy bot Sven with gear. I'm sure he's like, okay, I got my items now. Now I can cast my stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's no
so
way.
you're going with Sven?
Yeah, he was just
Okay.
simulating last game to make it close.
Gabe, are you going Sven or are you going with
No, I'm going IO. Sven has
You're-
proven to be incompetent. I am never going for Sven ever.
Yeah, Sven's a mega letdown. If we get his backstory at the main stage, it's probably going to be a very scary history because this guy's absolutely let down. Can you?
His backstory, he literally just rams his face into the keyboard all the time.
He was a slow one growing up.
No,
Yes.
he doesn't ram his face into it. He would do more if he ran his face into it. He'd be hitting abilities then.
Sure, he rams his face into his mouse instead.
I'm going. I'm gonna go Wisp because I want to see the Wisp win. If Wisp wins, it means that some crazy shit happens.
Those are some hype items on the
I
list.
was literally just going to go to the opposite of you, Dakota, so we'd be 50-50
All right, cool.
on the whole thing. So I'll go Sven with Gods.
Great. 2 Wisp, 2 Sven. Let's do it. I'm hoping we get some crazy regen.
So the 510 or 501 regen Wisp has right now is not going to remain that high, but it's still going to be really high.
yeah, 50 plus 2 hearts is already crazy. Pipe adds to that a bit.
Use
The regen's
God
crazy.
Strength.
Come on, guys, link up.
Please.
Link up, Sven. The nerves.
Get angry!
Yes!
Angry!
Oh, no! He
They're
did
angry,
everything!
Sven! Sven,
What in the
Sven
hell?
relocated out. There's where he go?
Alright, that is
Is it-
bullshit.
Don't worry, there's still hope for
We
IO
won
game.
by
This
default.
guy is going to carry it.
Come on, Wisp, pull it back.
I was just like, peace, I'm out. We've angered Sven. He's used his ultimate.
He
That
didn't even try
iron-
and tether somebody.
He knew.
this?
Abandoned ship.
Dude, Sven heard us dogging him, and he got so pissed and so salty. He went in that round 3 with
Cast
vengeance.
everything.
That was perfect.
He
Call
just
me
blinked in.
stupid. Who's stupid now?
He blinked right in the middle of him and wrecked them. I mean, if Sven does that, he's like a contender. But
We've seen 2 different Svens here.
Sven is just going to be so hard to just gauge.
Sven is the EE of bots. That's what it is, honestly.
Sven is definitely the wild factor for sure of this tournament. Like, I don't know what the hell's going to happen with him for sure. Wow, guys, it leaves us just one match left. One match left for a round of 32 before it's time for the main stage. And this last match is Centaur Warrunner versus Juggernaut.
So Centaur, I think we didn't expect him to get through. he had a bit of an upset in the previous round.
He beat Earthshaker.
Yeah.
In part because it seems like Stampede stacks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, Earthshaker did some bad things. I
Yeah.
don't remember what it was, but it was
All right,
good.
Centaur gets mega tanky with some of these later levels. I think
Yeah.
level 5 is pretty hard against Blade Fury, though. That was the thing against Earthshaker. I think he lost level 5 and then won the next 2. If I recall correctly.
Yeah, it was a 2-1.
Yeah.
It was a 2-1 for, I think Earthshaker, got round 1.
Jug uses Healing Ward. He normally just drops 5 Healing Wards at the start.
Every time.
They will go ignored. And that may negate like the Stampede damage later on, or definitely some damage here.
Yeah.
See, the other thing that I feel like with the Centaur like Jug matchup is oftentimes the items you buy on Centaur are like, blink and then into pipe sometimes nowadays more often, and that doesn't give you armor to help out with Omni Slash. And at like level 15, you're gonna have Battle Fury Omni Slash. It's just gonna be over.
Yeah.
So I think that here Centaur needs to win, and I don't think it's gonna happen.
It would require them stomping before spin. And Juggernaut was kind of slow to spin.
Yeah.
You remember that, right?
Yeah, it was only like 2 died before the last 3 started spinning, I think. And then those 3 won it for them.
So against an AoE stun, like,
Yeah.
if you don't spin right away, most of you get stunned. Most of you are going to get stunned again. Most of you are going to get double edged. Then all of a sudden, you've just...
And
everyone's dead.
Jug's health is far, far inferior. Big 400 health difference. Juggernaut, though. I believe in the Blade Fury.
Yeah.
Gonna go Jug. Not confident, but...
I'm Jug also, Cap. What are you?
I mean, I would feel really stupid if I didn't go Juggernaut. So Jug.
All right.
It's literally just like, if you cast your spin, you win.
Yeah. If you cast your spin.
One time he did poorly. Other times he did do it right away. I remember.
I heard he's been hanging out in Sven's locker room, though, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, the branches.
That's so many.
That's this has been ran many times.
Let's go Healing Ward.
Yeah. Well, apparently the default rules is you get 6 branches. I was
Oh.
reading on the according to Wikipedia or whatever. It's it's not level 5 with no items. It's level 5 with 6 branches.
Wait, where's your Healing
Oh,
Ward?
there we go.
I guess it doesn't matter.
Blade
Wow.
Furies.
We are-
Slicing and dicing.
That's the first time we saw 0 healing wards. Well, one at the end.
They didn't
there.
need them.
Yeah, they did not.
Did Juggernaut face the ranged heroes before? No, he faced Night Stalker and
Huh.
Naga Siren, so that's weird.
I bet you he's coded to do that when there's like a stun that's nearby him that could take him out. You know what I mean? That would make
Yeah.
sense to me. Which doesn't bode well for future matches, really, or for the next round, because he won't have his Healing Ward out early.
Interesting.
All right. Well, I wager for this one maybe a Blade Mail and Centaur, but it doesn't matter because I suspect Jug is
Omni
a
Slash.
walk Omni Slash kind of a thing.
Okay, so Vanguard and Buckler and a bit of armor from the Blade Mail.
No pipe, though.
Yeah.
They had pipe.
Yeah, you're gonna survive the Omni Slash and then also not die to the Blade Furies afterwards.
This is a good amount of armor. I'm kind of liking Centaur's chances here.
It's like, will they also get the Stampede damage you talked about? Because theoretically, they could use Stampede into Omni Slash, do no damage, and then they don't have that afterwards.
Well, they don't have the Axe.
Yeah, they're gonna Stampede on
true,
sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
And-
it's like the only way Centaur wins is if Jug casts spin again. Like, I just don't see them instantly casting Omni Slash after they're done spinning. You know.
Yeah.
But I think spin Juggernaut.
Yeah, I think Stampede will
Jug
be wasted.
Yeah,
though.
go on that.
well, yeah. Omni Slash is a pretty good spell.
It's always scary, like betting something that's going to happen the same time as last time. But I think if they spin first, then Centaur takes it. So I'm going to take Centaur. I'm crazy.
Do it, man. Someone's gotta be
Crazy
crazy. I'm not crazy like you though. I'm going Jug. So Jug, and
Dude.
one Centaur.
Let's
We'll
do
have
it,
to see.
guys.
The fate is in the bot's hands now. We'll see. Will they decide to play along with us? Will they cast their spells?
We've seen a lot of Game 2 throws. Legion Commander, the last round, the Sven's not using spells.
Yep. Blink. Are we gonna see a blink stomp from Centaur?
Viewers
Stampede
did
away.
want more of the level 25 matchups. Perhaps there is some tinkering going on.
Uh-oh.
And there we go.
Blade Mail.
And as I was saying, the tinkering, like let's just make sure we get these the viewers want the level 25 matches. We're not going to force these bots to play them. Let's simulate it.
Isn't there more reason, you dumbass bots, for you to cast spin right away because they're blade mailing? You don't want to right-click the blade mail. You dumbass mother.
Blade Fury, Omni Slash, any of the above.
Sven. Sven 2.
Oh, there's no blade mail this time.
Yeah,
though.
it's Sven all over again. It's Legion Commander all over again. These
Choking.
level 15 matchups, they're just not using their spells for whatever reason.
Right before the main stage.
And now Centaur could win.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that
He doesn't
hell.
have a lot of armor, though.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, this is.
If he had more armor, he survives through the Omni Slashes. For
And look
sure.
at the armor on Juggernaut. Like, he's out the wazoo with it.
It's fine.
Ult damage reduction, though.
Centaur.
Ult damage reduction.
Offlaners, let's go.
It's a lot of Omni Slash strikes against little armor.
No biggie. Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, he'll.
I'm thinking Centaur might be able to do this.
I'm
How long
jumping
does
ship.
Stampede
Let's go
last
Jug.
for? How many
4
seconds?
seconds?
Yeah, it's like
Let me
3-4
check.
seconds.
Omni
Omni
Slash
Slash
lasts a bit longer than that.
will
Yeah.
probably last longer. Yeah.
I'm going Jug.
But I don't think...
There's no life steal on Jug, which makes it hard.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You don't have that. I guess will he cast Healing Ward? There is
Yeah.
regen if he has Healing Wards up. Let's go Juggernaut. I don't feel very confident at all.
Centaur. So you guys are both Juggernaut over there, right?
Yeah, we're betting on a hero with a third of the health of Centaur. I don't think this is a good idea, but
All right, this is it.
It's
Our
probably not the best
final
idea.
match, our final round of 32 comes down to the final round. Who is going to be the last bot to join the other 15? Will it be Jug?
God,
This
they're
is
gonna
a
get
sound.
stomped.
This is a sound that Juggernaut's going to hear before he gets knocked out of the tournament.
That's Stampede, right?
Get the Omni Slash. Do it.
use your spells, please.
I just mic and I use I make rebelling noises. whenever I'm playing
Wait,
Centaur.
where's that sound at?
Oh my God, the damage!
Did
Wait.
anyone use? Wait,
Wait for it.
And it's a complete choke out from the Centaur. A complete 322 bitcoins.
Parker, high five.
Wow. You guys were blessed with that one for sure. Centaur chokes in the last round, utterly.
I swear to God, I hate this tournament.
It's the most infuriating shit
It just
ever.
hurts my brain so many times. Like, how did they right-click that long without Stampede going off, without a stun being attempted?
these predictions. I just don't know.
Who would honestly be right? Like, no one would even ever dare try to get close to 100%.
Yeah.
Some people might have gotten it right, but for the wrong reasons also.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I probably spent a long time deliberating over them, and I theory crafted how it's going to go down. It goes down completely differently, and maybe you're right, maybe you're not. It's a coin flip.
What a perfect type of match to just close out the group stage for Bot TI on that one. On that piece of garbage right there. Wow. Wow. There it is. So as we wrap things up, I'm sure there's a couple of things we can look over here. Our predictions. We'll get a chance to look at the 16 bracket now that everything has been decided. But, guys, we made it through the group stage. Any favorite moments, notable moments, disappointments, highlights, things you're looking forward to while they get things prepped?
Bloodseeker clutching out the win over Death Prophet. That was
Woo!
that was
branches.
That was the best.
That was the worst.
The Legion makes me so sad.
The Legion.
That was the worst.
One of the biggest chokes.
Like, literally, I was theory crafting that I felt like she might be able to take down Abaddon because I think you win like the first round, and then the second round you probably lose. But like, you might be able to pop the ultimate and then have your second round up and still live through it. But then she just doesn't cast her spells, so it's like, fuck it, whatever.
I just realized something that made me more bitter. Centaur beat Earthshaker to do that. He knocked out my boy Earthshaker. And he's still an offlaner, so I'll give it to Centaur. Yeah, I play some Centaur. I'm trying to make him work right now. Shit's the bed. against Juggernaut.
What offlaners are even left? You have Abaddon. That's
None
probably
of
it.
There's just like
I mean, Abaddon's a good guy to back right now. Okay?
yeah.
He's
There's Tide,
Fail
right?
safe.
Tide.
Tide.
Oh yeah, Tide's still there.
Tide is still in
I
there.
don't know how Tides could do okay.
Yeah.
Phoenix? Does Phoenix count as an offlaner? Cap?
Enigma.
No. He's.
Legion
Enigma does.
Commander is still.
I
in
mean,
there.
I like
Oh no,
Legion.
sorry.
Legion lost.
That's right. I'm looking at the last round. Legion, you suck.
Bristleback.
Bristle.
Yeah, there's some in there. They're
Okay.
fighting. They're fighters. Do we have our predictions? Yes, we do. I got a D. We got C's for everyone else. Another D for lyrical.
Oh,
That last centaur choke just clutches it out.
Wow. Nice.
Damn.
Congratulations there,
jeez.
Parker. Good stuff. And now a look
Locker.
at the winner. At the end, it's Locker who clutches it out
Can
by
we
a
s-
point. I don't know how updated this is, though. This could be
Yeah.
not fully updated, but at the moment, and what we're seeing here, Locker inching ahead 71 over Can Llama 70 over at fantasy.bts.gg. Reminder,
yeah,
guys,
Centaur.
we are going to rerun the fantasy again for the playoffs. So if you were not able to join in on these predictions, don't worry. When playoffs, or when the top 16 begins, they're going to redo it over, and everybody can join in the fantasy together. Same website there. Do we have our top 16 bracket ready to show? Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and check it out, guys. The seeding is going to be super important here, and there it is. Up at the top, the number 1 seed is Enigma.
Could
Wow.
Enigma lose that though? The eggs. Is that the
Eggs.
counter?
Yeah, that.
Oh.
Phoenix has caused some big upsets because of the eggs.
Number 2 seed was Undying. So, yeah.
Damn.
He really just 2-0'd people and didn't really die at all.
Imagine if he has access to reincarnation for final round. He could be a contender for the whole thing. But now we have to just see how far he can go without that.
Sven Jug, that's the battle of the two duds.
Oh my God! It figures they're going to be meeting up in the first round. Who's going to cast
jeez.
anything will win. Really?
Oh man.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Shaman Bristleback. I think that might be where you knock Bristleback down. He's actually seated lower than Shaman, too.
Yeah.
Zeus Warlock, that was the one we kind of theory crafted a bit too.
Oh,
like
that's
who's
going to be a crazy
Yeah.
one too.
who blows up who first?
I can't believe they're meeting
Damn.
so early.
So Bloodseeker Abaddon is a little bit weird just because this will be the first time we get to see Bloodseeker Cap's rupture and have an impact on the
And it's
fight.
also
And
like
how does that work?
Abaddon's
true.
ultimate will proc, but it'll be silent, so he's not going to kill you with shields necessarily.
Yeah.
That's a good
Wow.
point.
Huh.
Everybody's counterpart is like in the first round.
Yeah.
It seems like here.
I think Luna got a bad draw against DK. DK, that one should be destruction once you get to the later levels, probably.
Yeah, I think DK should win level 5 and definitely level 25, maybe even level 15.
I'm trying to see like who has the best chance to make it all the way. Like eventually Enigma is going to run into potentially Abaddon in there if he makes it past Bloodseeker. If I don't even know if Enigma makes it past Phoenix.
I
This
think
is crazy.
the bottom half of the bracket is easier. You have Zeus, Warlock, Abaddon, and Enigma in the top half of the bracket.
Yeah, top.
You know what's-
scarier?
I think Abaddon or Bloodseeker makes it all the way to like semifinals. If you look at that group of people,
Yeah.
You think they'll beat Warlock? I mean, Abaddon, yeah, but I don't think Bloodseeker would beat Warlock, right? Well, I mean, who knows? We've seen Warlock sometimes use spells, sometimes not.
Crazy.
Phoenix Enigma is really, really, I think, like one of the worst Enigma could have got.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That-
Abaddon, I was definitely one I thought would be bad, but Phoenix may be the next worst.
wow.
I mean, you might still just get Black Hole and then you can't egg, right?
True.
Like,
I'm sad there's no Pugna. I feel like Pugna deserves a top 16. Legion 2, I think there's a few heroes where I'm like, man, they would have been good top 16 candidates.
yeah.
oh wait, is it double a limb?
Yeah,
it is
double-
double
yes.
limb.
Oh,
Forgot about
shit.
that.
So, yeah,
Double
so
limb.
it's good because if you get that now, if you get the bad matchup, you're not just
Yeah.
instantly knocked out. So
Yeah.
you get a chance to have a bit of a run back.
Yeah, I could see like that Zeus Warlock knockdown, and then they meet up again in the grand
I
final
would
for
love
all
to
we
see
know.
the
You know,
yeah.
two
Lower
heroes meet
bracket
again
run.
and it's a different outcome. That'd be great.
it's just that I love the grand final comes down to who casts their ultimate first to kill each other, and then it's just
Yeah.
over. It's going to be a wild, crazy time, guys. Again, there is going to be fantasy predictions for that bracket you just saw at fantasy.bts.gg. And then the Bot TI main event begins this weekend. There is going to be up production value. There's going to be suits. There's going to be flown-in guests, opening ceremony, musical performances, maybe even backstories and extra pieces of content, the whole kit and caboodle. It's going to be a super hype time. I believe before we close things out today, we have one other little special announcement here. Are we ready for it? We are ready. So without further ado, let's go ahead and reveal the broadcast talent for the upcoming Summit 9. Boom! We got Grand, Odie Pixel, Kyle, and BSJ.
Oh.
Vlad and Havost coming to the Summit House as the English broadcast squad. And Blitz, of course, going to be also joining in on the action. Pretty hype.
That's hype.
That is very sick. that you guys got to host.
We Dota talent get to announce people who'll be working the event instead of us.
We are all not going to be at the working the event.
Perfect.
So
this is an awkward.
That's why we're at Bot TI. That's where we're Bot TI.
Dude, I don't, casting Bot TI in some ways is easier, in some ways is not. We don't have to
This is
really
the more
pre-study.
prestigious event here,
We
really,
just get to
if you think
watch
about it.
bots battle it out and then just get salty about what the hell happened, which I think is
that's
good.
Summit 9. This is the first Bot TI. This is the real hype.
This is
thing
historic.
going on.
Yes,
This is
I agree.
historic for sure. And the legacy is gonna continue on. Lots of hype stuff to come. So we got Bot TI happening this weekend, and then in just like another week or two's time, I believe starting on the 25th is Dota Summit 9. TI right around the corner. Lots of Dota to come, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Enjoy your rest day and come right back for the weekend of Bot TI. Take care now.